If you got a little rhythm, move left to right. A new experience, baby, gon' hit your stride. Who walking? I'm walking. Who walking? I'm walking. Who walking? I'm walking. Is you walking? And when the grooves get good, go right to left. Shut up, y'all. We got grab the tread. Now who walking? I'm walking. Is you walking? I'm walking. Then stretch and walk it out like you know your plans you have for me. There's no evil. It's all good things. Lord, I love you. So I will trust you. Here I let my fear die. That's why I'm walking.
And my eyes can't get it right.
Faith will be my guide.
And I'll follow
Through the trouble.
when I don't understand.
I will
Surrender to your plan for me.
clap your hands. Everybody, I say the beat don't fail me now. Don't chase it. Ready? Somehow I walk.
You know your plans you have for me. There's no evil. It's all good things. Lord, I love you. I will trust you. So here I let my fear die. That's why I'm walking. I'm walking.
When my eyes can't get it right. Faith will be my guide.
And even through the trouble, I don't understand. I'll relinquish all my plans.
Good Lord, open up doors. Took me down a path I ain't never been before. Looking at the road, I don't see a lot of space. Guess I gotta drop my load, cause you're picking up the pace. Don't leave me to die, be by my side. I get a little anxious, please be my guide. I got my feet shot, I've been prepping for the moment I would get the green light. So if you see me, I'm rolling like feet. Don't fail me now.
Trying to tell you like I am. By faith. Oh Lord, I'm walking. Anybody else going? Yeah, I say I am. I'm walking. When my
Eyes can't get it right.
will be
Faith will be
my guide.
I'll follow. When I don't understand, I'll surrender to your plan. For me. Please don't fail me now. I'm walking.
Trying to tell you like
I'm walking.
ooh, I'm walking. Anybody else going? Yeah, I say I am. Can I get a witness?
I'm walking wherever you may lead. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Ooh, yeah.
Walking by faith. Sing. Get grandmama now. Go ahead, get Papa.
How's life? How's it going? Yeah, it's going. Been hard times, but ain't trying to show it. Got work in the morning, then running around till it's time for dining. Might grab a drink, yeah, if you wanna meet me to chop about a thing that ain't really a thing. Got too much going on, no more loud to focus. Need to make up my mind in need of a sign. Just give me a sign. Wanna get it right, ain't trying to waste my time. If I change my mind, it's alright, it's okay. If I take some time to figure it out, it'll work out. No, there's more waiting out there for me, waiting for me. I'm walking through that door, embracing endless opportunity, waiting for me. I don't know what lies ahead, learning from things I can't seem to forget. Tomorrow is now, ain't throwing no towels, taking up burdens that keep weighing me down. Feeling the light, yeah, ready for flight. My glass towers turning, making minutes with earning. East and west, up and down in circles, regaining my focus in need of a sign. Just give me a sign. Get it right, love and living my life. I change my mind, it's alright, it's okay. If I take some time to figure it out, it'll work out. No, there's more waiting out there for me, waiting for me. Walking through that door, embracing endless opportunity, waiting for me. If I change my mind, it's alright, it's okay, it's okay. If I take some time to figure it out, it'll work out. No, there's more waiting out there for me, waiting for me. I'm walking through that door, embracing endless opportunity, waiting for me.
Everyone has money consciousness all the time. It's just what side of the equation are you going to be on? In our community, we have really focused on the basics: food, clothing, shelter. We have those things handled. We feel like everything is okay. And that's because we think about survival and not thriving. So you have a money mindset that's specifically tuned to survive, like meaning you could come right up to the edge and something awesome, amazing, maybe, call it a miracle happens, and then it pulls you back, and we celebrate that, but that's not abundance.
Right.
Abundance is this idea of having more than enough.
I know what depression is, though. I've had some of those bouts lately. You go through these times when you just get restless and depressed. Most people like me, public figures, wouldn't mention, especially preachers. Preachers are some of the most depressed and sometimes depressing people I know, or friends I have, because they're dealing with some shit, S-H-I-F-T. God's trying to take them to the next level and resenting and resisting it. And they're dealing with their own shits. I like to help people get their shit together. Because it happens. We're starting this, Malachi's helped me. We're starting this podcast called Shift or Get Off the Pot. Holy Shift. Holy Shift. But my theme of that is make the shift. Move on to perfection, to maturity, or get off the pot. Don't sit there and die. Why would we sit here until we die?
That's 100.
Yeah, hold that. They claim they want that soul back. Got nothing to hold back. Take you to the throwback, so that you know that we gon' take the toll back. There's a difference between being seasoned and acting like an old cat. Old heads know that it all comes back around, like trying to recapture the moment with a Kodak. The Polaroid is instant, hoping you don't miss it. Cause most of us been different. I tell you what it isn't about, the amount in the bank account. I'm just trying to figure out if I can make it through, but try to think it out loud. Pay attention, cause he gives grace to the humble, at the same time he humbles the proud. Wow, yeah, wow, come on. I just don't wanna become what I hate, cause it ain't all about getting your pay. up. Let's go. Cause only Christ came down to save us, you know, he saved us. I said, I just don't wanna become what I hate. Cause it ain't all about getting your way. Cause only Christ came down to save us. He saved us. He did something for me I could never do for myself. And because of that, every single day the movement is felt. I learned in life there's some things that are worse than losing your wealth, like losing your health or losing yourself. But we don't hear it though. We just wanna live this life to see the next scenario. Keep a view that's aerial until we meet our burial. Till then life will ebb and flow. I just want my very own plot of land. But I know my life's in the potter's hands, so I don't need an autograph from any single artisan. I don't need to worship man, cause I know that the heart is sin. Full beyond measure. Once I stopped chasing pleasure, then I felt less pressure from Odessa down to Mecca. See, he controls the weather and my effort keeps me fresher. But that ain't the measurement that I use for my own betterment. Cause righteousness is heaven sent, meaning that it's all by grace. So by to him, that is all I pray. Come on, I just don't wanna become what I hate. Cause it ain't all about getting your pay up. Let's go. Cause only Christ came down to save us, you know, he saved us. I said, I just don't wanna become what I hate. Cause it ain't all about getting your way. Cause only Christ came down to save us. He saved us. Come on. That's honey.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning to you. Good morning to you. I hope y'all are doing all right today. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Seek Live in the morning. I'm your host, Seek Lock. I was going to say I'm your host, Seek Live. Not Seek Live, I'm Seek Lock. But okay, I think I know my name. Hey, y'all, good morning. Hope you guys are doing all right today. As I figure out my own name. Yeah, it's Thursday, July the 3rd, man. It's Independence Day Eve. I guess that's what we'll call it, Independence Day Eve. And let me just kick it off straight away like this, because y'all gonna hear this a whole bunch today. Look what we got going on today. If you're not doing anything today, if you don't got anything else going on today, man, come on out and be part of this right here, Healing Voices. Come on out, be part of that. Healing Voices tonight, Songs of Freedom, Thursday, July 3rd. That's tonight, y'all. Tonight, 8 o'clock p.m. at 114th and 10 cents. Absolutely free. I want to see y'all there. Come on out. Come on out. Come on, be a part of this amazing time of singing and freedom and healing and joy and releasing pain, releasing the trauma, all of those things like that. Let's see here. All right, y'all. Hold on now. Wait a minute. I know why. You know what? I'm about sick of StreamYard now. I did not change StreamYard yet. Thank you, Brony Cat. I'm glad I turned the comments on and saw that. I'm about sick of StreamYard always changing my settings every time I click one button now. I'm about sick of that. Ugh, they're about to get on my nerves. That sound a little better now. Yeah, I sounded like I was in the back room because I was using the internal microphone. I don't even know why that happened. It seemed like every time I do something from home now, like at first we got my setup at the office, and now that works all right. Now the one from home is like tripping every time I get on. What in Jesus' name is happening? Anyways, I said all the stuff about good morning. My name is Zeke Lock. I messed up my name. Thought my name was Zeke Live, but it's Zeke Lock. This is Zeke Live. I appreciate y'all for being here. All that stuff. The intros, they've been going rough every day. The intro been going rough every single day. I don't understand it. All right, so now we in it. We gon' it's behind us. It's behind me. It's behind me now. It's above me now. Yeah, okay. All right. So tonight, if you're not doing anything tonight at 8 o'clock p.m., please come out. If you are doing something and you get done by 8:30, come on to 114th and Vincennes. 114th and Vincennes right there, APC Morgan Park on the Chapel side. We will be in there. We're celebrating songs of freedom, songs of healing, songs of joy, just a chance to get rid of the trauma. You know, it's Independence Day Eve. You know, it's Independence Day Eve, and that's kind of what we're celebrating. Is our freedom, celebrating our joy, celebrating our light, celebrating who we are, who God made us to be, who we know ourselves to be, who we know we are. We're celebrating all of that, and the reason we're celebrating that because we live in this crazy world that'll try to tell you otherwise. This is sound therapy, y'all. This is healing justice. This is what this is going to look like, and we've got special guests, a choir from Geneva, Switzerland, all the way from Geneva. Their name is the school. They're from the School of Vocal Arts. Their name is SOVA. That's what SOVA stands for. SOVA, SOVA, which means School of Vocal Arts, and so they're going to be with us tonight. They brought a 60 voice choir with them. And they actually got more voices than that in Geneva. That's just the number of people who came, 60 people. So 60 of them came over here to Chicago, and they're here. They've been doing some stuff. I thought I was going to get to them last night. I didn't get a chance to do that. And Tuesday night, so I've been trying to get to them, and I just haven't been able to. But they will be with me tonight. So with that being said, you know, I want to make sure that y'all know that is going on, and I would love to see Lockstars over there tonight. So that's what we're doing tonight. That's what's happening tonight with it. So I definitely want to see y'all there. Y'all please feel free to come on out. Like I said, it's absolutely free. Absolutely 100% free. You don't have to dig into your pocket and get $1 out to get into the door. There's no admission fee. There's no, none of that stuff. None of that is there. It's just us loving each other. So there you have it right there. So I want to see y'all. I really would. I mean, I would love to see the Lockstars, all my fellow Lockstars. I would love to see y'all there. We're going to be in, we're going to be out. It's not going to be nothing long drawn out, nothing like that. But we're going to praise the Lord together. We're going to worship together. We're going to embrace one another. I told y'all, if you ain't got nothing, even if you can't sing and you don't want to, nothing else, just come give me an embrace. Just come give me a hug. I could use the love. I really could. I could use the love, and I could use your energy, your good vibes, all of that. And if I got good vibes that you could use, I got some for you as well. So we can love on each other in that way. So please, pretty please, come on out tonight. One more time, throw that banner up there. Not that banner. I clicked the wrong thing. One more time, throw that flyer up there. Healing Voices. There it is right there, y'all. So come on out. Like I said, absolutely free. I want to see y'all there. All right. All right. What else we got on this docket? What else we got for the docket? Of course, tomorrow is New Year's. I keep saying New Year. Why do I keep calling Independence Day New Year? It ain't New Year. It's Independence Day. Tomorrow is Independence Day. That's always a good time with family, a good time with friends, a good time with food and all that kind of stuff like that. But we also know what that means, unfortunately, and not to drag the energy down, but we know what that means. Unfortunately, when there are a bunch of people who live in the city together, unfortunately, sometimes guns come out, and that's, we're trying to defeat that. We're trying to conquer that. So tonight we're going to say a special prayer for our city, just a special prayer for our city. So like I said, come on, bring your light, bring your energy, bring your love, bring all of that stuff. Let me turn these comments on because I see y'all already in there. I'm laughing at what Brony Cat said. I was talking about guns and I started laughing. I wasn't laughing at the guns. That's unfortunate. We don't like that. We don't want that. We pray against that. We bind that up. We bind that devil up in Jesus' name. We ain't work. So we're going to keep pressing. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep doing the work in community. And that's why we do stuff like this. But I'm laughing at Brony Cat. She said, you call it the chapel side. I call it the old church side with all those stairs. Yeah, that side do got a lot of stairs. However, I will say this much because the question was asked to me. Would there be any, is there a way that people who have mobility issues that they can get in? Yes, there's a ramp on the other side, and so we'll have that opened up as well. So if you got to get in, and you got to get in through through the ramp, look at that little piece just hanging. If you got to get in through the ramp, we've got that available for you as well. We'll make sure somebody's on post to let you in and to get you in. Just make sure that you, when you get there, we'll know. Somebody will be there to be able to let you in. So yes, that is the case. But it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Like I said, I want to see y'all there. Y'all are lock stars. Y'all be with me every morning, every day. And so I really want to see that. There with the side with all the stairs. That's the oh yeah. So anyways, man, today, man, Zeke Live in the morning. I tell you, we're a great way to start your day. And I do mean that every day, because every day it's been true, and it's all true because of y'all. It's true because of y'all. It ain't true because of me. It's true because of y'all. And so I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate all of y'all for always being here, always locking in. And that's it's an amazing thing that y'all do. Y'all keep me encouraged. And so there you have it. But today we got a great one, because I had this mind on my thoughts. Yes, I had this mind on my thoughts. What does that even mean? I had this thought on my mind, and that's why I titled today's show "Shine, Baby, Shine." We are called the light of the world. I lost my phone. Oh, here it is. We're called the light of the world. Jesus calls us the light of the world, and a lot of times we like to call Jesus the light of the world, and that's cool too. Call him the light of the world, because he is the light of the world. He is the light of the world, but Jesus also calls us the light of the world. He calls us light. He calls us the salt of the earth. He calls us all of those things. And, when I think about being a light, I love that song. Y'all remember that old song, "This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine." Come on, praise and worship. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. I mean, I need Brony Cat and Jamaica. I need y'all to go back and forth and figure out what part y'all going to sing for me. Y'all might not know this. Bronya can sing. Brony Cat, she can sing. She a singer now. That's one thing she could do. She got a beautiful voice on her. But we sing all these songs. We sing all that stuff about being a light, about having our light and letting our light shine. And so today, I'm just encouraging us encouraging us to let our light shine, especially as we go into this holiday weekend. We get into the holiday weekend, and like I said, all kinds of stuff happens. It's unfortunate in our city that when the sun comes out, the guns come out. It's unfortunate. It's a very unfortunate scenario. It's a very unfortunate situation. But sometimes the difference between the unfortunate situation, and I just really honestly believe this, that sometimes the difference between something going that far and becoming unfortunate, I really do believe that sometimes the only difference there is when we show up as the light. We show up as the light in the room. We are the light in the darkness. Now, I'm not saying be naive. I'm not saying put yourself in dumb and perilous situations that you don't need to put yourself in. I'm not saying anything like that. But what I am suggesting is something that I say all the time. Light and darkness are not opposites of each other. Think about that. Light and darkness are not opposites of one another. Can I just start it right there? Can I pause it right there? Can y'all think about it for a minute? I know how we think that light and then dark, and of course those two on the surface, they're opposites, right? On the surface, right? It's either light or it's dark. But when we talk about darkness, when I'm talking about darkness, I'm talking about like where there is no light. And so what we're discussing right now, when I say light and darkness are not opposites, what I'm saying is that let me back up just a little bit. If they're opposites, it means that they have equal power to each other. Light and darkness have equal power to each other. That's what will make them opposites. They're two ends of the spectrum, two polar ends. One is the North Pole, one is the South Pole. They're equal in what they do. They're just two opposite ends of the spectrum. But I don't believe that that's the case. I don't believe light and darkness are opposites to one another. I don't believe they're opposites to one another. I don't believe light and darkness have equal power. I'll tell you what I believe. Now, you might not believe this, but this is what I believe. Light and darkness can't be opposites. You know why? Because darkness is merely the absence of light. How do I know that? I'm going to show you how I know that. Let me see if I can move this cord out the way. I'll show you how I know that. It's light right now because I turned this light on. Now, if I turn that off, it's darkness right now. This is darkness.
right? It's darkness. There's no equal power with the light. All I have to do is turn the light on. That's all I have to do, and the darkness dissipates. There's no fight. There's no going back and forth. I don't have to flip it over. The only thing I gotta flip is a switch, which just activates the light to come on. So once the light comes on, the darkness has no choice physically, geometrically, whatever you want, logically, however you want to throw it out there. The darkness has no choice but to dissipate. Why? Because the light came on. So light and darkness are not opposites. Darkness is just the absence of light. Here's where that requires action. Here's where that calls us into a certain level of action that we have, because we are called the light. We can sit up all day. And this is my soapbox for today. But we can sit up all day long and talk about the darkness. And a lot of folks do that. A lot of folks in our churches, y'all know we got a church audience around here. A lot of church folks. And we can talk about darkness all day. We do it every Sunday, don't we? The world is darkness and this, that, and the other, and this, that. Well, I got a problem with that. And my problem with that is that we present the darkness as if it's in some epic battle with the light. But there can't be an epic battle because they don't even have the same equal power. How you gonna preach on one hand that darkness has already been overcome by the light, that Jesus brings us into his marvelous light, and that the devil is already defeated and all that? How do you preach all of that stuff and then tell people to avoid the darkness? No, don't avoid the darkness. Go into the darkness. Why? Because you are the light. And once you go into the darkness, guess what no longer is there? The darkness. Because darkness and light are not of equal power. They're not opposites, right? So if light is the thing that chases away the darkness and you are the light, then we shouldn't be standing up around each other, a whole bunch of lights around each other, just standing there talking about darkness. No, get up, get into the darkness and watch the darkness dissipate. That's what it means to be the light. And so I'm calling on all my lock stars, all of my people who may hear this that ain't lock stars yet, but I'm calling on everybody who knows that you are the light. So be the light. Don't just talk about the darkness. Go into it. Sometimes it's your smile that changes the situation. Sometimes it's that hug, that embrace you give that changes the situation. That song you've been working on, go ahead and release it. I'm looking at myself now. Yeah, I'm looking at me now, right? Go ahead, release it because you're releasing light. Go ahead. That poetry you've been working on, them poems you've been quoting to yourself when you in the shower, go ahead, release them. Like that word that you got inside of you that you've been scared to say it to somebody because you're scared of how they're gonna respond, how they're gonna react, how they gonna you don't know if they're gonna come out of bag on you. You don't know what's gonna happen. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm looking at myself. I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking to me. If I ain't talking to nobody else, I'm talking to myself. Like go ahead and do that. Why? Because you are the light, and your light will make the darkness dissipate. So be the light. Be the light. You are the light of the world. And so let it shine. Shine, baby, shine. Let it be bold. Let it be bright. Let it glow. Let it illuminate. You just go ahead and be your own light. Let me say this last thing and then we'll keep it moving. But my problem with a lot of church stuff, and this is one of my real problems with church world. One of my real problems is that it's a whole bunch of people who were called the light of the world. We were called the light. We are the light in this world. We are the hands and the feet of Jesus. We were called the light. And here we are in this world being the light. And then my problem with church folks is that we just go get around other lights. I mean, even the slightest of lights. Look at this. That's the lowest setting that my light is. Even the slightest of light pierces through the darkness. Even the slightest of light. It don't matter if I change the color to white, if I change it to, there's white right there. If I change it to yellow, guess what it's still doing? It's still piercing through the darkness. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. But my problem with church people is that we just get around other lights and we just think that we're doing all right. But look what happens the brighter that light gets. See how bright that it gets so bright, and we just all this light just around each other. We just bright. We do all of this. Oh, yeah. But you know what ends up happening? Now, right now, I'm looking straight ahead, and this light is shining in my eye. You know what I can't do? And this is probably a horrible example right now because I'm just putting my own physicality on the line for this example. This is crazy work. I don't know what made me think about this. I should have planned this out better. But you know what happens? Well, you know why it's crazy work? Because my eyes are like, right now. I'm like, oh my goodness. But this is what ends up happening. We get around each other with all of this light. Turn that thing back down. Turn that thing back down. We're not spreading our light evenly. We spreading it around each other. So we go to church. Yeah, go to church. Do that. Replenish your light. Get some fuel in your light, in your lamp. Go ahead and do that. Now I got to get my light setting back. Go ahead. Do all of that stuff. Do all of that stuff. But when we just get around each other and we just a whole bunch of lights, it's just a whole bunch of lights. A whole bunch of lights just around each other. It just gets brighter and brighter and brighter. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with a bright light, but what I am suggesting is that when you spend too much time around them bright lights, guess what's going to happen? You get blinded. And that's my problem with a bunch of church folks. We're blinded. We're so blinded about the world around us. We got folks that's still preaching outdated sermons. I mean, you got folks that's preaching about, I remember Eric was talking about when he was with a youth group, and one of the mothers got up. She was 70-something years old, running the youth service, and she got up, and the kids wasn't getting with what they was doing and how it was going, so they were sitting on it. She said, "Look at y'all! How dare y'all sit on God? How dare if the Commodores walked in, y'all would be?" And Eric said, all the kids looked around like, "Who the heck? What the heck is the Commodores?" Like, right? You know what I'm saying? Like outdated stuff, blinded to what's really happening and going on. Now, don't get me twisted. I don't know all the stuff that's happening in the world today. The world has moved a lot faster paced than I'm moving. I'm not, I'm 41 years old. I'm not, I'm not up to date with all the songs. I'm not up to date with all the artists. I'm not up to date with all the trends. However, I'm not blind enough to be naive and think or believe that the way that I perceive the world is the only way the world is perceived or the way the world is handled. There's stuff that's going on in the world. And if I just show up and be myself, just show up and be in space, show up in love. This is what it means to be the light. You show up in love. You can't say you the light and you can't show up in love. That's not being the light. It's a lot of... have y'all ever just been on TikTok? I think I'm gonna try to go on TikTok live today, as a matter of fact, right from my phone up here. So if y'all see me start engaging this way, I've been experimenting on TikTok. But have you ever, honest to God, have you ever been around people who believe that they're the light and they just aggressive all the time, just all the time, just aggressive, overly aggressive? I've been on TikTok. And I've been just kind of learning and trying to figure out how that algorithm works and how those things work. And I see a lot of those lives I've been going through, and so many people are so aggressive. I mean, even right now, I'm being a little bit aggressive, but I be trying to, I try to break it down and smile again and do all of that because people are so aggressive. I mean, just, but that's how we are. Like, man, I tell you what, man, I look at the church stuff. We get so excited, but we be on there, and some of the responses to the comments that I be seeing on there, the people be snapping back, like you representing the light of Christ. And you snapping back in ways that, no, because what you need to do is you need to get yourself, and it's like almost this. I know it comes from a good place a lot of times, but it almost feels like this aggression of I don't care who you are, I don't care what you are, I don't care what you think, I don't care what you believe. I'm right, you're wrong, therefore I have a right, a God-given right at that, to down you, talk about you, deal with you any kind of way I deem fit. Even when you frustrate me, I can respond with as we would call it, a righteous indignation. You see what I'm saying? We do all of that. How can you be the light and there's no love in your heart? It all starts with love at the end of the day. I think love is light. And so love conquers through all of it. Love conquers all. Love handles all. Love takes care of all. It deals with the fear. It deals with the darkness. And so if you're the light, let your light shine. Not if you're the light. Let me change my language. Let me rephrase that. Because you're the light, let your light shine. Let your light go forth. On your job today, be your light. I get it. That coworker is an a-hole. I get it. Some of y'all are teachers. We were talking about this yesterday. Some of y'all are teachers. You got to deal with high school students. They are a-holes. I get it. But guess what? Be the light. Some of y'all got friends that you don't know where you stand with them right now. Be the light. Some of y'all live in neighborhoods where all kind of crazy stuff is going on, and it's, I know it could be traumatizing. I get it. But be the light. Some of us are in churches and stuff. Some of our churches, they're just mean people in there. Be the light. Watch how you can flip the room. Don't ask me if I know it because I just heard about this. I'm telling y'all what I've learned. I found out what I've learned. I see the comments on. I'm looking at Mervin. He said early with us today. He said as long as you say Riz and Yeet, you good. I don't even know what Riz and Yeet mean. I don't Yeet mean like throwing something, and Riz mean I don't know. When I see words like Riz and Yeet, I go back to my days because I those rhyme too close to jizz and skeet. So those weren't good. So when I see those two words together, I just think that they talking about something nasty, but apparently that's not what it is. You see what I mean, though? But how can I engage with people who use words like Riz and Yeet? How can I engage with them if I don't understand what that means? Well, I can still engage with them if I don't understand what it means. And I tell you how I engage with them, even if I don't understand what different stuff means or what different trends are. Just being the light, being myself. But at the bottom line of it all is love. And the idea, I know sometimes we get frustrated because we don't know and we don't understand. So we get frustrated and then all of our aggression comes out. But I'm telling y'all, it's okay. It's okay. Look, Eric is in the background telling me Riz translation means you have game. A chimer and a smooth talker. I guess I got Riz, y'all. I got Riz. I pulled me a wife, so I must have a little bit of Riz. Got a little bit of Riz and get a little bit of. Well, I'm just leave that alone. So just show love. That's all I'm saying. Just show love, man. Be loved, especially during this holiday season. And then we're gonna bring my co-host to the stage. But these holidays, especially these summer holidays, sometimes our friends and family and all that come over, we get to fighting and all that. Be the light in the room. You might be the very reason your family don't fight this year. You might be the very reason gunshots don't happen on your block this year, just because you showed up in love. You might be the very reason that racist turns around and starts to realize the error in their ways because you showed light. You might be the very reason that your politician decides to go with a law or with a legislation, a piece of legislation that works in your favor, in the favor of your people. Why? Because you chose to show love and be the light. What I'm saying is be the light. Don't just be confident being the light around other light. What happens when a whole bunch of light gets together? We blind each other. We just blinded. Can't see the world around us. Can't understand the world around us. Can't understand the people around us. But here's what light and love does. It allows you to see the age-old psalm that says the earth is the Lord's, the fullness thereof. I say this a lot. The world and they that dwell therein, which means that there is something inside of each one of us that is from God himself. And I don't care how much darkness somebody is walking in, they still belong to God. And when you lose sight of that, then you lose sight of true love. And when you lose sight of that true love, you can no longer operate in your ability to be the light. And so this weekend, this holiday weekend, because we're not coming back on tomorrow, so I'm getting all my stuff out today. This holiday weekend, we're encouraging everybody to be the light, be bold, be the light. Don't allow anybody to change you otherwise. All right, y'all. That's my soapbox for today. That's my soapbox. So let's do this. Y'all do me a favor. We're gonna bring up and we're gonna do our music break right after. But before we go to a music break, I'm gonna bring up the one and only, my brother, my homie, my friend, my dog. I'm gonna bring him up. Y'all know him. Y'all love him. Y'all appreciate him. It's the one and only Mr. Eric Rideout. What's up, E?
I was laughing at you. You said, what do these words mean? That was funny to me.
No idea. I've heard yeet. I've heard that word before.
And that simply means to have talk with enthusiasm, like you're excited.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I thought it meant throwing something. Like I'm about to eat this.
It means to like throw something with force. But it's when it comes to personality, it's like, what would we say back in the day about somebody who's extra excited?
Giddy or
geeked up and all that good stuff.
Geeked up, you super hype, you real giddy, bro. Like
that's what it is.
Like that. Got you.
That's what that means.
I would never put two and two together.
Well,
there it is.
And we both deal with music, but I deal with some of these rap people, and that's
yeah.
So, gotta learn the language so I can know what they're talking about.
They got their own terminology. They got their own, yeah.
But it's cool though. But that's what it means. And the whole Riz thing is that guy who's smooth. Back in the day, I remember when I was younger, like New Edition, right? They would call Ralph Tresvant Riz. What's his name? Because he was the ladies' man, smooth, and the women all liked him, and he just had it. So
gotcha. Well, in my mind, I think all men think they got the Riz then, because in my mind,
they do.
You know,
some really
mind, we all think we got game. And we really don't. Most of us. Eric, I think you got game though. You be pulling. You be. I never seen you with.
I think all of us. Person. I think everybody. It's not even so much what you say. The thing most men do and have come to feel like they have to lie, make this stuff up. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Most person. What options do people have? Right? You go up to somebody and you try to, as a guy, you trying to say a little flirty stuff. Women have two options, right? They can say, okay, cool. Or they can say, no, I'm not interested. It's two options.
Yeah, that's true.
You'll be afraid because you might get turned down, or you go shoot your shot and try.
Yeah.
That's just how I think.
No, you're right. I was always the shy one. I was always the one that was like, oh, no. I don't even know if I was scared of the rejection. I think I was just shy. And I'm still to this day just very shy. I'm just very, very shy. People don't believe me when I say that, but I really am really, really shy. So maybe I don't have the Riz. I don't know. Did you say the Riz, or am I just making it up?
You put the in it. That was
oh my God. Now I'm getting old. There it is. Like I keep saying, clock that T. I keep saying clock it, and you're supposed to say clap it, right? And I was doing it with two fingers. No. I get it backwards. It's
clap, and it's clap.
Yeah, I be saying clap it, and you're supposed to clock it. Now I'm getting it right and trying to correct myself
the same
with
thing
the wrong
twice.
thing. Huh?
And you just said it right twice, even though you said, wait a minute, you try to correct yourself. Back to back.
Yeah, I got to get it in my language. I got to get it in my mind. Clocking, and it's not.
No, that's what I mean. You literally just said clap. You said no. You said no, it's clock the T. You said no, wait a minute, it's clock the T. I'm like, no, you just said it. You said it.
Figure out to just type it in the comments. Clock. Yeah.
That was funny on that video you played yesterday. The girl at the end talking all this serious talk about the bill, and then she do this at the end of the thing. A friend put her finger in it and she do it behind. I'm like, what kind of stuff is this? Black folks just can't end the video. That Live Free video was funny. The girl did it.
Oh, that was Artenice and Reverend Sierra. Yeah.
The other lady put her finger in there. And
that was Reverend Sierra putting saying, clock it. Yes, clock it. Like
Black folks.
That's the only word I know. Jesus. No matter if you're clocking or clap it, as long as it's got Jesus on your side, that's all that matters. Like
I am sitting here angry as a mug. I'm angry.
Oh Lord.
No, I just ordered some more. My glasses.
Oh.
I had these on yesterday.
Yeah.
Right. And was watching TV and fell asleep and rolled over on them and broke them.
Oh no!
Thank God I can quick order them and get them back in 5 days. So
yeah. Dang!
I'm not about to sit on here like this.
Dang!
I don't have to sit like this the whole thing so people don't see it's broke with an angle.
You gotta get you some tape. Old school. Get you like remember Blank Man?
Oh, he had that tape on his glasses.
He had that tape with that fork.
It was a fork. I forgot he had that fork.
He had that fork on his side. I saw that movie it's on Pluto, I think I saw it. Either on Pluto or Tubi or one of them. I ain't seen that movie in years. I forgot how good that movie was. Remember Robin Givens was in it, Damon Wayans. That's when Damon was in his bag, boy. Every Damon Wayans movie was good.
Didn't he have superpowers too? He could fly and stuff, right?
No, he didn't have superpowers. He was just real smart. So like he was able to put together all these gadgets and stuff like that. He was like a real dork,
like Batman, almost making.
Yeah. But he was like super weak. Like he couldn't do nothing.
And he was screaming when they hit him.
And then remember his brother was David Alan Grier. Remember?
Yeah, on Living Color, he could fly.
He was Handyman. That was Handyman
on Living Color.
Yeah.
Right.
That was Handyman. They were so disrespectful on the Living Color. That would not fly today.
You can do none of Living Color.
You could not do nothing on the Living Color.
Guys, they used to host the show about movies, the two gay dudes. And stuff. You can do nothing.
Yeah, right. Hated it. Like
they were disrespectful. And another show you cannot put on now would be All in the Family. Couldn't be on now.
Yeah, All in the Family couldn't be there.
That was hilarious. Now I almost said it, but the Archie Bunker episode when they found out who the first gay dudes was. That I didn't make it up, so before people get mad. So they asked him, he said cavemen were real men back then. So Michael, his son-in-law, said, what do you call the women that can run fast? And he said, then the ones you had to hit with a stick. That was his answer to that. He said, okay, well, what about the men? No, he said they were real men. He said the men were fast. He said, what about the men that weren't that fast, but the women ran fast? Then he said, okay, you took a stick and you bust them in the head. And that's how you got to tell. So then he said, okay, what about the men that had short legs and big butts that couldn't do nothing? He said, oh, those are your first, he used the F word when he called them, And that, I'm like, you can say that now.
Yeah, no, you couldn't use
the racial epithets they used on George Jefferson used to say.
Well, he used to call them, come on, honky, and all that stuff like that. You couldn't do that. Yeah.
And stuff that, what you call it used to say, Fred Sanford used to say, you can say none of that stuff now.
Nah, you couldn't do that today.
You'd be off the air immediately.
Yeah.
But you know who still get away with it? Those Family Guy. They say
cartoons get away with stuff. Yeah, cartoons get away with stuff. That's what I like about cartoons. The stuff that's just irreverent, they're able to get away with stuff. Because I think you gotta laugh at stuff, man.
But you know what's funny about that? I watched the episode the other night. I don't know what had me at watching Family Guy. It was the Michael J. Fox episode again. I don't need to laugh at that, but they said Zorro was just here. They said he was played by Michael J. Fox, and then they showed a wall and the scribble markers all over. That's not funny. That may have a disease. But they make fun of everybody on there.
We used to do that with we was talking. I remember one time this thing sealed in my head. Me and Rich was talking about I don't even know if he remember this, but we was in college still, and we was talking about a bad haircut. Somebody had a bad haircut or something. I was like, dang, can you imagine if Muhammad Ali cut your hair? Oh. You look like Muhammad Ali cut your hair. Could you imagine that?
Like Stevie Wonder your haircut. Oh yeah, and see that was the funny part. That's what made Family Guy funny because
that's what made me think about it.
Is it Parkinson's he got? And we're not laughing because he got Parkinson's. We're just laughing at the cartoon, the way they say Zorro X, the Z was, and it was all like this.
Like, yeah.
Just like he had irreverent. Michael J. Fox just signed me. I don't know if the cash and the signature was like, I was like, this is not funny. I said, somebody going to hell to Family Guy.
Man, bro, I tell you what, that stuff.
Them and American Dad say some real bad stuff.
Yeah, I like American Dad. I actually started liking American Dad more than I like Family Guy. Actually, I think I just watched so much Family Guy over the years until American Dad became like my new thing, and I started binging it. But
that show was hilarious too, though.
Yeah,
but you got certain shows like even The Office would say stuff like what was that Diversity Day? And then we had everybody like somebody black, and the guy had to talk like a slave on his head. Oscar had to do the slave voice and all the kind of stuff. I'm like, man, this will not work now. He did this now.
Nah, everybody's so and maybe we need that in this time frame where everybody's super sensitive, because I think some stuff was a little reckless because it did turn into it's one thing when it goes from being like laughs and just poking fun at each other to then when it becomes actual discrimination against folks. Now you take opportunities.
We live in a society with the softest people that everything you say is he's canceled. He said this. He makes me uncomfortable. Like, why do people go to comedy shows that and get mad?
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't go. If you don't like to laugh, stay your butt at home.
Like what Dave Chappelle said on one of those specials. He was like, he went to go say a joke. He was like, it basically was something like, I'm gonna say this, but he was like, you clicked on this, you saw my face on there, like, He was like, you saw that. You knew what you was gonna get, so like he was
tell the joke. That's
like, y'all know who I am. Chappelle show would not work today. That's a show that I said Chappelle show. That's one that wouldn't work today. They'd have canceled that show so quick. Like
the funniest thing ever when he was on that airplane with the little pixie, and he was like, "Don't get the chicken."
Oh yeah,
and that pixie was dancing. That whole thing, the pixie thing, they took that off.
Yeah. But that's the episode that made him quit the show. That's the episode that made him quit the show. Was that skit right there where he said they were showing it to the live studio audience, and he said there was this one white guy who was laughing a little bit too hard. If you ever seen those interviews where he talks about it, he said there was one white guy in the front. He was laughing a little too hard. He said this laugh wasn't from just a place of laughter. He said this laugh felt like this was a place
mockery.
He completely agreed with what we were saying about this, like, and it wasn't like poking fun no more. And then he realized, like, oh, the network is using me to push this through because it don't matter what. They're just about the money, so they're gonna try to get everybody. And that's, I love one of the jokes that he gave. Then we're gonna take this music break. He gave one of them jokes where he said, he couldn't use the word, I hope they don't mute me for this, but he couldn't use the word midget. Y'all know midget, we don't use that word no more. We call them little people. We call them small people.
To me, that seems offensive.
Yeah, that does seem, but who are me to judge? Because it's up to them. That's up to them
what they want to be called.
Yeah, it's up to them. I'll respect it. But he was, as that change was happening.
That reminds me of what's the Will Ferrell movie where he the elf?
Elf.
He called the guy.
Oh, yeah, angry elf. You must be from the South Pole. He's an angry elf.
One more time.
He called me elf one more time. No, like Dave Chappelle had that thing. I forgot where I was going with all that. But anyways, yeah. So. Brony Cat said she used to work with somebody who looked like he could play the dad on Family Guy.
I did too. I worked this guy. He looked we used to call him Peter. He looked, he had the glasses, the haircut. He was big, and he literally wore the white shirt, and he was wearing these greenish pants. He looked just like Peter, and he was big, and he laughed like though he was. It was to the point when people come in, customers do like. He looked like, that's what everybody said. He looked that much like you said. He like dude on Family Guy. And how do you defend that? Now, I would be offended if somebody said your baby looked like Stewie. But hey man, all we saying is people used to laugh at stuff. And you used to laugh, and it was like Chappelle Show. I used to laugh at that all the time.
She had a teacher that looked like Quagmire. That's hilarious.
I used to like, what you call it? What's the character?
Creepy.
Yeah, he was a creep. What's the character? Boogity Book. What was his name? What's just playing? Dave Chappelle, the black racist. What was his name?
Oh, Clayton Bigsby. First episode, when they came back for the second episode. Now I'm a Chappelle Show fanatic, y'all. Chappelle Show defined my whole college. Chappelle and Kanye defined my whole college career. It's a wonder I'm not canceled today, because those two defined my entire young adulthood. I know where I was going with the statement. Dave Chappelle was talking about not being able to use the word midget. Because like the Comedy Central people like brought him in, was like, Dave, you can't say that. You can't use that word because you're not a midget. And he was like, oh, okay, I respect that. I get that. He said, I turned around. I said, wait, now, so I think her name was Colleen or something. That was probably making
I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah. And he was like, he said, okay, well, also though, I'm not a nigga. Like I can say that word with impunity, but I'm not a nigga. Like, so why can I say this, but I can't say that? And I don't think I'm either one. So you see me as and I think all of that built up, and that's what made him walk away from the show. All of that was building up. He said that episode with the Pixies just made him be like, nah, I can't. Boogie.
And that Pixie episode had me in tears. I did laugh. I'm sorry.
That Clayton Diggs, we used to walk around saying that all the time. We see each other like back in college, back in the day. Rhonda, I wonder if you remember this. Remember Mark Rhonda? God rest his soul. Mark, I don't know if you knew this. Rhonda Mark passed away, I think last year or so. Will correct me if I'm wrong. But one of our college classmates that we actually came in with Rhonda. He played tennis. We called him Money Mark. He passed away. But anyways, he used to always walk around talking about some. I can just see his face right now, walking around campus talking about some. Look at you with your wide nose, breathing all the white man's air. But that's where that came from, Dave Chappelle.
You know, that would have been canceled out. The Boondocks would have been canceled too.
Yeah, Boondocks would have been canceled today.
They put them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that we grew up with. Some of the stuff they did on Martin Show would have been canceled. Some of the stuff on Seinfeld, some of the stuff they's doing there would have got you canceled. A lot of stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
And now looking back, I still find it funny. Maybe I just have a bad sense of humor, but some stuff is like, it's okay to laugh, man. I think we have become a society where we're afraid to laugh.
Yeah.
And stuff. You know, and anyway, I know we got to do our music break. That's just
let's do a music break. Let's do that. Yeah, we become afraid to laugh and stuff because we're scared we're gonna offend. So you know what I found out though? This is what and this is just my own belief. I'm saying I found it out, but this is just my own belief. I think most people really aren't offended by half the stuff that people say. I really honestly believe
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think there's just voices who get offended because it triggers them a certain way, and so as a result, they become the loudest voices in the room. You know who. They become the loudest voices in the room, and so they get their way because they're offended by something. They're offended by it, so they get their way around it.
These people get offended by everything.
Yeah.
You got on that T-shirt. That T-shirt offends me. Like, but don't look at it.
Yeah.
I'm just at a place, man. I'm gonna do it all. You don't like it.
Keep going. I'm gonna grab this thing. I'm listening to you, but I gotta grab something. Yeah.
But no, certain people put in the comments, what TV shows do you guys feel would have got people canceled nowadays? Put in the comments what TV shows, what stuff like that. I used to love all that stuff, though, man. To me, it's just a good laugh. Now, if you're laughing at somebody, well, I ain't gonna say that because there's disability.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we do be laughing at people's disabilities. Like
some of them shows
grew up in the hood,
be funny.
I'm saying if you grew up in the hood, you probably got your nickname based on your disability. Like say you had a little club foot, they was gonna call you "What's up, foot?" Like if you had
I ain't gonna say a name. There's somebody in gospel music that I grew up with that used to have one of the shoes that was bigger than the other, and he used to crack up like, here this dude come, and he walk with a limp.
Yeah, this is actually interesting right here. What Mervin said. This is interesting right here. He said, "I think the thing that's interesting is the younger generation isn't offended to the degree that most would think. It's my generation and older that be fighting stuff." And
right, the ones that was there when it happened.
So yeah, that's probably what it is. I think it's really us millennials that started getting offended with stuff, like because we was, at the end of the day, we did have some of them shows, like
But why was it funny then? But now it's like, oh, it's appalling now. But these kids like we said yesterday, teenagers are what we called them yesterday?
A-holes.
They are. All of them are. The majority of them are. And they say whatever they feel with no sense of consequence. They don't care what you think. You can get back at them and they will come right back at you. It's like our generation got sensitive. When did that happen?
Sensitive, yeah.
Like,
because they're the ones that couldn't roast back. That's why. Yeah, Lil Dale from Ricky Smiley was definitely
like he was on the first 48. That was hilarious to me.
I want some milk. Y'all, this ain't the first comment of the day, but it's my mama. Y'all, we're gonna do comments when we get back. But y'all say hi to my mama. Y'all gonna say hi to my mother. My mother, the one who birthed me, and I tell this story every time she comes on. She carried me for 9 months, and I came out on time. The doctor said December 1st. I came out December 1st. Now, the reason I keep telling y'all this story is because when December 1st come around, I expect every gift. Because I told y'all all year that I came out on time on December 1st.
Short bus story song.
Oh, I remember Short Bus Shorty? Short Bus.
Short Bus Shorty.
I remember that. Yeah, look at this. Looney Tunes would definitely be canceled. Like they got episodes of Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, all that. They got episodes. They got to give disclaimers on certain old cartoons.
You know who else? The Flintstones used to say some crazy stuff on there.
Yeah,
oh, man, everything was just
everything. Like times change. Like it's what
Bunny
it is.
would say stuff. You know, those was funny too. Some of the stuff they were saying there. Daffy Duck would say stuff that was outrageous.
Yes, sorry, I was talking about Rhonda putting the SAG signs up. We said we fellow Sagittarius. I don't know if that's how you say it. I don't know. I mean,
we gotta go to our music break.
Let's go because we can keep talking about this. We're about to get into a whole thing about old shows. We can talk about it more when we get back. We got time. We're just chilling out. Today is New Year's Eve. Why do I keep calling it New Year's Eve? What is wrong with me, Eric? Like I keep calling it New Year's Eve. It's not New Year's. This is what is this holiday? It ain't a holiday. Let's put it that way. Whatever it is, Independence Day. It wasn't our independence. We was still we was the ones doing the barbecuing for Mass and them. So, anyways, here goes Blanca with with a song that we've been really liking, a song we've been really loving. There it is, right there. My mama said Richard Pryor Richard Pryor wouldn't even be able to live in today's
Richard Pryor
world.
be gone. All of them be out here.
Richard Pryor be on trial. They be finding stuff wrong with him, boy.
Eddie Murphy too.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy definitely. Don't go watching Raw and Delirious. All right, y'all. We'll be right back. Here's Blanca.
The world shaking from all of the pressure. Come rain or shine, I'm covered through whatever weather. You are my refuge from now till forever. You've been so good to me, yeah. You've been so good to me, yeah. You've been with you, I could do anything. 'Cause you're my safety. There's a peace I can't deny, and I know I'll be alright. 'Cause you're my safety. And my life can testify that you've been here by my side. 'Cause you're my safety.
Since I found your love, never letting go, never letting go. Take my hand and lead, and I'll follow you. Oh, you hold me down like an anchor below. You surround me with perfect peace, and that's why I say.
There's a peace I can't deny, and I know I'll be alright. 'Cause you're my safety. And my life can testify that you've been here by my side. You're my safety. You're my safety. I follow, let you lead the way. Everywhere I go, every single day. Never wanna leave, I just wanna stay. In your loving arms, in your embrace. Never let me go, never let me go. When I'm on a high or even when I'm low, everything's aligned, I feel it in my soul. 'Cause I know. You've been so good to me, yeah. You've been so good to me, yeah. You've been with you, I could do anything. 'Cause you're my safety. There's a peace I can't deny, and I know I'll be alright. 'Cause you're my safety. You're my safety. You're my safety.
I will be running to you.
You're my safety. You're my safety.
So hide me in your loving arms.
You're my safety.
Oh,
You're my safety.
This one's for you, Merv.
You're a child of the king.
Merv Hammond, everybody.
Love is supreme.
Broken Vessel Music.
Said he knows your days and he knows your nights. You were more than just a spy. It cannot be described. How you feeling with pride when you choose to walk at his side and under his care you want to reside. I know. Sometimes this life will go after your smile. Try to pull that away from you. Oh, but don't allow the pressure to make you forget who you are. Beloved, be encouraged. Beloved, we got a promise from heaven, so we're alright. We're okay. We're alright. We're okay. There is nothing that can keep us from the life that we have in Jesus. So we're alright. We're okay. We're alright. We'll be okay. Be encouraged.
You alright?
You okay?
And my lupus is acting up. So I'll be alright. I'll be okay.
I'm standing on your promises, you haven't failed me yet. You're not a man that you should lie, so I never fret. I'm so encouraged, you gave me courage, you comfort me. With the still small voice, you said you never leave. From that moment on, I knew everything was okay. Cause you conquered everything, even death in the grave. Now who am I that you should love me and have in my praise? When it comes to your ways, Lord, I'm so amazed. You remain the same, yet daily you're brand new. When I think about it, nothing compares to you. Not gold, diamonds, and pearls, Lord, I adore you. The Prince of Peace, remove the thief from this temple. You're the Lord and Lord and King of Kings upon the throne. I give you glory, and glory is God and God alone. Your love is unconditional. I gotta let the world know nothing can separate us, no matter where I go.
Encouraged, beloved, we got a promise from heaven, so we're alright, we're okay, we're alright, we're okay. There is nothing that can keep us from the life that we have in Jesus, so we're alright, we're okay, we're alright, we'll be okay. Be encouraged, beloved, we got a promise from heaven, so we're alright, we're okay, we're alright, we're okay. There is nothing that can keep us from the life that we have in Jesus, so we're alright, we're okay, we're alright, we'll be okay. There are times when I forget this and I give into pressure and I make mistakes. Tell me, what should I do? Sometimes it's a relapse. If you relapse, gotta retrack. If you retrack, it'll lead back to the king that'll bring peace back. With your peace back, you can think right. When you think right, you can see light. With the right sight, then your life's tight. Your Christ walk will be alright. Alright. Be encouraged, beloved. We got a promise from heaven, so we're alright. We're okay. We're alright. We're okay. There is nothing that can keep us from the life that we have in Jesus. So we're alright. We're okay. We're alright. We'll be okay. Be encouraged, beloved. We got a promise from heaven, so we're alright. We're okay. We're alright. We're okay. There is nothing that can keep us from the life that we have in Jesus. So we're alright. We're okay. We're alright. We'll be okay. Be encouraged, beloved. We got a promise from heaven, so we're alright. We're okay. We're alright. We're okay. There is nothing that can keep us from the life that we have in Jesus. So we're alright. We're okay. We're alright. We'll be okay.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Y'all welcome. Y'all. Thank y'all so much. Merv Hammond. We love that song so much. I love that song so much. I really do. Y'all see that line that's up there? Hold on. With your sight back, you can see light. Did I get that line right? Did I get those words right? Something like that. There's somewhere in there. That's my favorite part of that whole song. I love that. I love that part of that. That's my favorite part of the whole song. When you do that little breakdown right there, I love that song. That Merv Hammond, I just got to tell you, if you don't hear it from nobody else, we play this song over here a lot. Not just because it's a really, really good song. Not just because it's a good song, because it is a really, really good song. So let's make sure that's well understood. That's part of the reason we play it all the time. But the other reason is because, man, you just a good brother, man. Just from the time I met you, was it like 2019 or 20? No, that was like 2021. That was like, yeah, 21 or 22. That was, but from that time way up in Rockford, man, you just always been a nice guy, just a good dude. And I'm telling you, man, that goes so far. Like, just, that's what, when I talk about being the light, some people are just nice. Some people just, when they enter and you, just from the time you meet them, they just good people, just nice. I never forget that time he made a little video blurb thing for us one time. I remember that. I remember stuff like that. You know, man only met me one time and was like, no, I love what y'all are doing. I just wanted to contribute something to it. That kind of stuff right there, that does my heart.
He opened in Rockford too, wasn't it?
Yeah. He opened up in Rockford. That's where we met him at. It was us and Fred and all of that. Like, I mean, it's just, honest to God, just people like that. And that's what I mean when I say being the light. That's why I will play that song, and next time you release a song, and when you got another one, I know you got another one that you sent us, as a matter of fact. I have to play that one too. Like, if it got a video, shoot that to me, because I'll make sure to put the video with it, or if you got like a piece of album art, and we'll start playing another one. But I just really like that song too. I really like this song. I really like because I think we should be reminded.
His stage name?
It's gonna be all right.
Name, Irv? Broken Vessel.
Broken Vessel Music. Yep, that's his whole movement, Broken Vessel Music. So, yeah. So, everybody be like Mervin. Like Eric says, nobody wants to be that guy. Don't be like that guy, but be like Mervin. He's a cool guy. He's a cool cat. Everybody be a cool cat. He's a cool cat. I like that. Oh my God, that ridiculousness of being a cool cat. That shout out to Trey Hammond. That's Ray Hammond III. You got us with Ray Hammond Jr., whichever one you are.
No, he the third.
Oh, he is the third. That's what I thought. Okay. Broken Vessel Music. That's where y'all can go follow him and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, definitely going and share them. And then since we giving shout outs, my mama's making sure we all know this. She's going to be in Kankakee next week, or week after next, 17th and the 18th. So if you're going to be at the She Conference, so apparently my mama's staying in my house. Boom! There you have it right there. My mama's coming to me. So yeah, Aunt Regina, where you at? Auntie Regina. Where you at, Auntie Regina? My mama's going to be with me. Ooh, shakalaka. So, I won that battle. Monty Regina was trying to take my mama. Yeah, so there you have it. Let's do some morning shout outs. People coming in saying good morning. If y'all haven't said good morning already, go ahead and tell us good morning. We want to know you're here. We want to know you're in the place with us. We want to know you're here. So let us know you're here. Let's see. We already dived into the comments and stuff, but let's go ahead and dive into the ones that say good morning. So who got the first comment of the day? Who was the first comment of the day? Yesterday it was Jamaica Lachey, but today somebody beat you, Jamaica. Somebody beat you by 1 whole minute. Guess who it was? It was Rhonda. Rhonda on the rocks, our girl. We got to play the clip that we did for Rhonda yesterday. We got to play that one. Y'all know Rhonda posts every day for the past now 116 days. Today will make 117. She posts every single day until she can get a brand deal big enough or enough sponsors and subscribers and followers and all that to get a brand deal big enough that she can take us to Cabo. And yeah, Eric, we're going to Cabo. I don't know anybody else is going, but I'm putting my name in the bid. I want it to be a big enough brand deal that you can take me. I want to go to Cabo and not have to pay for it. I want to do that. Yeah, so we did a video for Rhonda yesterday. Y'all can check that out on her page. We'll play it on here too, but you can go check it out on her page and make sure you like it and share it and all that stuff so that she can get that brand deal big enough that we can go to Cabo. So there you have it. And then guess who was next? It was Jamaica Lachey. There she is right there. The song I just sang, Rhonda. Yeah, that's Jamaica that wrote that. She'll be with me tonight, y'all. So come out tonight. Healing Voices, Songs of Freedom, 8 o'clock on the 14th of Vincennes in Chicago. If you're not in Chicago, go ahead and get on the flight now. You still got time to get here. Like, wherever you coming from, in many places around the world, you still got plenty of time to get to Chicago and get in. So you can fly literally from Paris and still make it to Chicago on time for tonight. If you love me that much. That's what I'm saying. You really could. If you had a private jet and you could fly and you could leave like within the next hour, you can still make it here to Chicago. So, and still be there for tonight. Like, and still have enough time to take a nap and everything too. Boy, technology has done something crazy for us. Shout out to Brody Cat. But yeah, real quick, but Jamaica will be with us tonight as well. So make sure y'all are there. And then Brody Cat is here. Good morning, Lock Stars. It's Thankful Thursday. Rise, shine, and give God the glory, glory. Rise, shine, and give God the glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God the glory, glory. Something of the Lord. Yeah, I remember that old song. Yeah,
I've never heard that song before.
You never heard that song?
Nope.
You've never heard Rise and
making
Shine?
it up as you went along.
No, that's a song. That's like an old Sunday school song.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like all the I can remember it's like a real old one. I can remember my grandmother playing those Christian kids like remember they used to have those tapes, those cassette tapes, those like kids singing. It was like Christian music for kids songs and stuff. That was one of the ones that was on there.
I got what you're saying. Like
little... rise and shine and give God.
Oh, you mean on? I remember those records. I just don't remember that song. But I do remember that when people bought a little music for their kids, praise and worship or whatever.
Yeah. It was like kids bop for Christians, like.
And they all sung, and most of the songs was in unison anyway.
All of them was in unison. They had weird little voices. I found out though that they weren't actually using kids for that. They would use like 1 or 2 kids, and those were like adults singing like in voices like this, making it sound
weird.
like.
Why not just get kids?
Because the kids can't sing on key, right? It's easier to get an adult who knows how to switch their voice. Somebody that would be good at that would be Jamaica, actually, because she knows how to flip her voice up. Jamaica, Jason would be good at that. Like
I saw Jason's thing last night.
Him
on that Monday Vibes or some kind of jazz thing. He was scatting. It's on his Facebook page.
Oh, I missed that then.
And a live band was with him, and he was up there doing his thing. Jason's live. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go check that then. Ooh, Ishaba. Jason is one of my favorites. Yeah, obviously. Like, I don't think there's a secret there. Brody Cat says, welcome to Zeke Live in the Morning with Zeke Locke, co-host Eric Rideout, Rich Holmes. Grab those morning drinks. I got my coffee. Enjoy fruitful conversation. Continue shining bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. I'm becoming one of those people like Jamaica that every time I see a word that sounds like a song, I just sing the song. Like Jamaica does that all the time. If y'all don't know Jamaica Lachey personally, she got a song or a movie quote for everything. So I'm starting to become like her. I've been hanging around her too much. So now I see stuff and I just start singing. There's my guy, Will C. There he is right there, West Side Willie. Y'all give it up for West Side Willie. That's my boy, my dog, Will. Man, come on out tonight, Will. I want to see you, bro. Come on out, man. Come on out. Come holler at your boy tonight, man. Let me put my arms around you, man. Yeah, that's my boy, Will C. Yeah. Come on through, brother. And then look who it is. It's Asia Jamal, Miss Songbird herself. Pure Live. Y'all know we can go follow Pure Live. Y'all know we all subscribe to Pure Live. So, I hope y'all have done the same. And Eric, look at your mama saying good Thursday morning. I had to delete that one. Well, I had to delete the first one she put. She put good Friday morning. She said
early. Friday morning. You're not gonna be here tomorrow.
Yeah, she was making sure we had it in for tomorrow because we ain't gonna see it tomorrow. So I know, I get it. But that's one of the mamas of the show. That's Eric's mama. So y'all go show mama some love, just like y'all show my mama some love. Show Eric's mama some love. And then speaking of the mamas of the show, look who's right behind her is Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen. She says she's at work today. She's at work still locked in. So have a terrific day, everybody. So y'all go show her some love because them jobs be everybody that's at work. Everybody that's at work, let us know you at work. Because I know today is gonna be one of them days where if one person say one more thing to you, I ain't gotta be here tomorrow. Anyways, I might just snap off on
you. God, I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, I ain't gotta deal with that over the week. Yeah, exactly.
I argue with anybody, it's myself.
Yeah,
so everybody proud of you, then I just shut the computer off. That settles the argument. I'm not no more today.
Yes. Yeah, well, everybody that's at work today, y'all let us know you're at work so we can help you be the light so you don't have to cuss out your coworkers and your boss today. We can help you be the light. I know Mama Cynthia, she ain't gonna cuss nobody out now. She is the salt of the earth. She ain't gonna listen. That's Jesus' sister. She ain't gonna. She's not. Yeah, she not gonna. But that's okay though, Mama. We got your back though. If somebody get on your nerves, you let us know. We'll talk about them here on Zeke Live.
She got a daughter that can do it
because we support our mamas over here. We support our mamas. And for all of y'all that's at work, if you don't want to say nothing, you ever seen that dude Eric that be going around? And then I'm gonna get to
one of people's jobs and going off on the black dude. And people hire him to do that. That's his real job.
That's what he always say. No, we are a real business. This is really what we.
And he walk in there and cuss everybody out at your job and tell them about themselves. And
we need that service. I need to call him. I wonder how much it costs. It's probably expensive too. He probably costs a lot.
I bet it's funny he walk up in your job.
Right. At this point, when you see him, you just know. And they be so the bosses be so friendly. They be so, oh yeah, come on right back. Come to the office. He be like, is there anywhere we can go talk privately? Yeah, come on to the office. Then he proceeds to tell them all kind of stuff. Well, you got somebody to say right here, your breath be stinking and you be all in people's faces. And he be saying the most, whatever outlandish. So y'all know people like Mama Cynthia, she ain't gonna, she gonna love you. She gonna make sure the love of the Lord is on you. But people like Eric, he'll tell you what's up. I seen Eric hold a dude to a wall before, so I'm telling y'all right now.
Sometimes you have to.
Right.
I see somebody just came out of rehab.
I already know who's going to be there. I can't wait to get down to her comment. Y'all welcome Auntie my auntie, Ms. Regina Gathing, and I just want to throw this out there that one more time. This is who I was talking about when I said, yes, I won the battle. My mama staying with me. This is who I was talking about, Auntie Regina. I know she's going to beat me up when she see me. Let's see here. And of course, we've been going back and forth with Broken Vessel Music, a.k.a. Mervin Hammond. So we've been playing his song last. And so there he is right there. Yeah. Shout out to DJ Red. Y'all gonna get to see him. He's there. That's my man, y'all. DJ Red. Listen, that's my brother from another mother. Y'all go and show him some love. Good morning, blessed people. It's Triumphant Thursday. Ooh. Triumphant Thursday. Okay.
It's going to be a pastor
Thursday. I know he be coming up with these pastoral words, boy. Pastors be coming up every time it's a new year, boy. Pastors come up with some of the most. We gonna thrive in 25. We gonna. What's they say? We gonna lose weight in 2028. We gonna.
They all kind of saying.
All kind of
alive in 25. Like, shut up.
Right. The Holy Ghost just dropped this on my spirit. We're gonna eat buns in 2021. We go.
And they lying the whole while. Because if that catchy quote don't come to pass, then what?
Right, yeah.
God made a slick saying for no reason. Get out of there. That's stupid.
Well, you are born to thrive, so tune in now. It's Thriving Thursday. You are born to thrive in 25. You see that? I know at least 12 people on here that see this at some point when they see it. Got a saying at their church that say thrive in 25. I already know a bunch of y'all got thrive in 25
or come alive.
Yep, or alive or thrive.
He's alive in 25.
I don't think nobody got no other sayings other than thrive and alive in 25. So yeah, I bet you if we did a poll in here, everybody that went to church, they passed had that saying this year. For most people, our church didn't do that. We did the year of double grace. That's what we did. We didn't do no rhyme schemes or nothing. We got the year of double grace.
The year of the monkey or something like that. And that's a little odd. Don't go to that church.
You said what?
If you go to your church and they say this is the year of the monkey or something, don't go there.
Chinese church, they might have.
They might say, I wonder do they do that at their church. Today is the year of the monkey.
Yeah, because that's how they celebrate their New Year's. You know, they
that's
got
funny to me though.
Lunar calendar. So
yeah, they do use the animal calendar.
Yeah. Shout out to Miss Brenda Rose. Good morning, my favorite talk show. We need I can't wait to get a sound effects machine. I got one sitting in a box in a shopping cart right now. I got one in a shopping cart right now. A box that I have the hand claps and all that stuff like that. I know you got one over there, but it'd be having to connect. It'd be tripping with the connections or whatever. But I'm gonna see if I can get one and hook it up and make it go live. It might just be a StreamYard thing. I don't know.
See, I just pushed the button.
Nothing. See, that would have been perfect. Yeah. Well, here's Miss Brenda Rose. She said we her favorite talk show and saying good morning and many blessings to everybody and our mothers. Yeah. So we're thanking God for the opportunity for ourselves and others to be with us again. Man, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. If I could pin a comment, I would pin that one. And of course, there's my mommy. Y'all go show my mommy some love. There she is right there. And then look who it is. It's Jeremy Keys. He gonna be there tonight running the band. So he gonna be there tonight. Yeah. So y'all get to see if he know how to play for real, or if Eric was right when he said he don't like the way you play.
What you say?
I said Keys is gonna be there tonight, so everybody gets to see if he know how to play for real, or if Eric was right when he talk about him.
I ain't gonna mess with him today because I told you Keys is an all right guy with me.
Oh, that's right. You practicing radical kindness to all the people that you have an issue with. That's right.
Even Ari. I would say this: Keys' fiance is she's not an alcoholic. She is a drug addict. But
speaking of Ari, look who it is right
she's
there.
Not on drugs either. But
did you just elevate her to a drug addict?
I said she's not an alcoholic, but she is a drug addict. No, she's not that.
Oh, look, she got one right here. Look, I heard we are going to do the faith. Wait, we're going to do a faith dive in 25. That's a fresh one. And that's a new one right there.
She made that up at church. She the one said it when she led worship. She
had a divine moment from the spirit.
When she was doing worship, she made that up. Go try to throw it on the pastor. Nigga, you made that up. That's something you said in church. It's okay. You had a moment.
DJ Rojo, I like that. There it is. Yeah. Man, oh man. Yeah, there it is right there, y'all. Those are all the morning shout outs. Those are, if I missed anybody, y'all let me know because I'm just
I was right about Ari. You see, she didn't retaliate. She just laughed, which means she made that up during worship.
Well, she did say whatever, E. So
no, like under that, she laughed.
And then she did laugh after it.
She was leading worship. And when she said, I hear in the spirit that God said, then she said
that's true. She said whatever, E, that she laughed, but what she didn't do was deny it.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. I know she meant that was something that came to her during worship.
I don't know, Ari. Ari, you got to deny around here, Ari. You know, Eric quick with it.
Now, if you deny it, Ari, that means you lie. And if you don't true, now you lie. So, did you do it or not? Was that something that you said during worship? And you thought it was catchy and clever when you said it? It's okay if you did. It was a good saying. Boom. There you go. There you go. So she knew out the gate. She said that. You can't pull the wool over my eyes, nigga.
I'm gonna spit my coffee out. Right when I saw I probably did, I'm gonna spit my coffee. What?
I've been.
Oh my Lord!
Look, man. I've been digging to the truth for a long time out here. I can get to the bottom. But no, Ari. Now, those of you who don't know Ari, though, in all reality, Ari is a really good singer.
She really is.
She really does well.
She really does. She really does. She's been doing that thing. Her and Keith. Phil's been playing with them, and Matt or DJ, or sometimes on the bass, and Bird on the guitar. They've all been playing over at the Royal Bistro on Friday nights. And so, if you're not doing anything on Friday nights. I doubt they have it tomorrow night, but on Friday nights they do this. Well, I don't know. They might have it tomorrow night. I'm just
before you go.
But they do. They do that. So yeah. Matter of fact, Ari is good. I use Ari a lot. So two people I use a lot when I'm like recording stems, and now of course I got different technology I use and stuff, but I still bring them in when I need like voices and when I need to. Ari and Jamaica, I use them all the time. There's certain people I use all the time. Ari, Jamaica, Nashawn. Nashawn Bella. I use her.
She won't answer to Nashawn no more.
Oh, she only answers to Bella now?
Just the other day at an event with Nashawn, she looking straight ahead. I'm like, Nashawn. She was like, Bella. She said, what, huh? That's her new name. She changed it. So.
Oh, well, in that case, then Bella, I can't even call her Nationwide no more. Well, her and like Josh and Jason, there's some voice, Davaris, there's some voices I just use all the time. So Ari is one of those voices, Ari and Jamaica.
Now, you should try to come back and renege on what you said. The truth was out there. You said it. I probably did was honest answer. You coming back and said, no, I'm just playing. No, that's just you trying to redeem yourself. It's okay. You ain't got to. Her name will always forever be Nashawn.
Nationwide. Oh, she's trying to say Nationwide because we call her Nationwide. Yeah, that's a mistype with the S.
Yeah, I mean, I was sitting here. I'm sitting right next to her, like I'm tapping on Nashawn. We go. She looking straight ahead, like fool. I'm talking to you, and I'm like, oh, Bella. Then she turned and looked at me. I'm like, nigga, you've been Nashawn. So I know you 14 years. Now I gotta call you Bella.
You know Nashawn for 14 years.
No, I'm being funny. I was being funny. No, but we technically met them
almost. If you met her at LXW. If you met her at LXW, then that was 2015. Yeah, it was. So
that was
15
years ago.
It'll be November. Will make 10 years since we
10
met.
Years.
Yeah.
I've known Nashawn for 10 years.
Yeah.
She's been Nashawn. Now it's Bella.
Yeah.
Like Ari been Albertina all this time. Now it's Ari. Let me see her name.
I call her Aretha. It's in my phone and everything. Aretha. Yeah, Aretha.
That's what she reminds me of.
Yeah. But no, a good singer. I don't even know if I remembers it. The track that's playing in the background right now. This track is playing. Actually, I wrote lyrics to this. I didn't do anything with the lyrics. I actually kind of took those and incorporated some of it in like Get Up and all that. But I did like a whole like little cinematic piece, and I had Ari like record some folks. She literally might not remember this. I kind of forgot about it. But
it was during her sober years. Drunken years are a blur.
A blur.
I don't remember none of that.
Y'all don't hear the track? Y'all don't hear that
music playing?
Y'all don't hear that? Oh, wow.
I can hear it.
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah. There
See, Ari hear it. She said she remembered that.
Or maybe she just remembers it. Yeah. I don't know if she remembers it, then she hear the music. So yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's true.
I don't know. Yeah, I've been trying to keep it kind of low. I've been trying to keep it kind of low.
Your daughter got in your computer last night. Your daughter been messing with something.
Hey, I just realized I actually might have to get a new phone. My phone doesn't ring anymore. It don't ring.
It just vibrates.
It don't, it vibrates. But actually, I you know what? Now I'm thinking about it. I don't even think it vibrates. Like, no, it don't even vibrate. Like, I'll literally be holding my phone in my hand. I mean, I will literally be holding my phone in my hand, and it will not ring.
They can't hear it. Now, Ari said she don't hear no music either.
Well, it did go off, but...
No. When it was playing, she said I couldn't hear it.
Really?
Can anybody hear the music that's playing now?
Oh, wow. That's crazy work. Here I am trying to keep the volume low, and the whole time ain't no music playing. I'm just vibing out in here. I'm just in here like...
They probably said,
changing tracks.
What are you moving to?
Right, I'm just
here now.
Well, the track that was playing, for those that missed it, I'll play it again. It was this one right here. This one. I'm surprised y'all don't hear that.
Yeah, you hear that, Jamaica? Something else playing now. You switched on.
Yeah, I switched it back. So this is the song right here. This is the one I was talking about. We did like a little scratch thing. Yeah. Not Jamaica. I already said because I kept my phone on silent for so long. Now it just thinks that's how it's supposed to be. I done trained my phone not to ring. You know what though? I'm probably not the only. Oh, they hear it now. There it goes. I'm sure I'm not the only musician or artist that does this, but I listen to a lot of the music and stuff back on my phone. Like, so I do a lot of stuff with my phone that requires that somebody can't just go calling it, like, because it'll break what I'm doing. Like, it'll mess up what I'm doing. So I have to like keep it on do not disturb a lot. Or I'll just forget to turn it off of do not disturb, so I'll be missing calls and stuff. But now when it's off of do not disturb, the silent mode is off, all of that, it will not ring, it will not vibrate. I'll be holding my phone literally, and then I look down 3 missed calls, and I'll be like, how, Sway? So I actually might have to get a new phone. Yeah, I bought the I just got a screen instead of buying a new phone because I didn't want to go through all the switch over and stuff, and I couldn't justify paying all that money for a new phone that I really didn't need. But I might have to get another one. I don't know. So either that or just get a secretary. So yeah, I do need that. Anyways, yeah. So that's your morning shout out to everybody. Y'all know we love y'all and appreciate y'all. I tell you what.
You know what? What
you
about me earlier?
Say what?
Asian people are some of the best singers to me, dude.
Yeah. Well,
man, I'm watching this guy sing. This dude.
It's breaking up. We can't really hear it. It's like a cut in and out situation. Yeah.
Dude, it's killing. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm doing the breaks.
Yeah, it's like cutting in and out. But you know. Let's see. I wonder if I got this. Let's see here, y'all. Hey, check out this thing that we did while Eric is sending me that. I might let's see here. Oh, it just ding. I can hear it dinging. It won't ring, but it'll ding. So I know the ringer can't be messed up. Yeah, I know the ringer can't be messed up because it's dinging, but it must be messed up because why else? Yeah, like why else would it not?
Well, if I call it, it don't ring either, do it?
Nah, I don't understand it. But if you call it right now, it's gonna ring through my computer. Actually, I need to be a do not disturb because somebody might.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, actually, because you know how it rings through the computer.
Yeah,
they throw the whole thing off and all that. And you want to see something crazy? Check this out real quick. Look at this. I came across this yesterday. This was crazy to me. Look at this. I seen this and it's just so groovy. Preach. The syncopation is so like. Ain't that crazy? That made me want to pull my bass guitar out. Just boom, 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 boom. I don't know. I just felt like showing that, but
no. You know what that reminds me of? That one guy I be sending to people. Have you seen him? The white guy that play every beat like a 16th off on purpose.
Oh my God! Yes.
He'd be like,
where they play it against the actual track, and it'll be like they'll put the drums on like on a delay, like.
Yeah, he play it. He'll let the track play. He come in like
right. He'll come in like off. Yeah,
like he was doing September like that. I was going. He did Billy G. I'm like, and I kept thinking he was gonna get on beat. That he can. That dude, it's funny. He laughed
because he was literally like a 16th ahead of every beat,
dude.
Just enough to tick you off.
You know what's funny to me? You know what's always would be funny?
What's that?
See,
hold on, wait, let me see.
You never seen that before?
Hold on, show it to me again. I had another screen up.
All right, what I did was I just sent it to you because this shows the sensitivity of people, right? This is what we talking about with Family Guy, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's from the Cleveland show. Yeah.
Cleveland show. He said, "Oh, bear." He said, "Oh, nigga." The bear said, he said, "See how I feel? It's uncomfortable." But yeah. I just sent it to you. That is why we need to.
I feel like I remember that. That was like the first episode of the Cleveland show, wasn't it?
I think it was. Like, oh,
yeah, that was like the first episode.
Oh, Nick. That was hilarious. But
yeah, I think that was like the first episode. It had to have been. I'm trying to find this one thing. Let's see.
I love that dude that playing behind the beat. I'll be cracking up because people be in the comments, especially other musicians and drummers.
Irritated.
Like, please,
yeah. You ever seen people who they basically like they will essentially they where's this at? I'm sorry, my bad. Essentially they'll like they'll sing off beat. So like people like Josh or Sam or my guy Rich Gibbs, like they got perfect pitch, so they'll sing like a half step higher, a half step lower, like they'll sing flat.
Oh, yeah, I do that. I've done that to people on purpose. Just sing I can do it for a whole song. I can sing flat the whole song and a half beat behind it and drive you completely crazy. And I can stay and do it to every song. I can do it the same way. I do that to people.
Or like musicians who will like play the song in a key that's like a half step higher or something like that, or a half step lower, just to like play into the track with a half step lower, just to tick you off. Like
you want to see Fred Hammond get mad? You know they about to shout, right? And the hi-hat drum be like Fred hate when you go if you do that drum roll on time, like if you do that for long, if you do that too long, he loses it. He's like, "Hey, stop it!" That dude get mad. It's like, so you know how they about to shout, but if you
they do that the drum roll that come up
and just do it for a long time, man, that dude go ballistic. I'm like, why was that? He said, they just go all through. As a matter of fact, I got a video I'm gonna show you. Calvin doing that to him, and they was shouting. He was like, he said, "Hey, stop it!" He was but
shout out to Tara Jones. There's our girl Tara Jones. Look at her.
Matter of fact, Tara, I'm gonna record myself singing your song, a half beat behind, a half second behind, and a key over the top, one like a half step above it. That's funny, man.
Hey y'all, check this out. We did this for Rhonda. Y'all can go back and follow her, but we did this the other day for yesterday for Rhonda's 116th day. This was kind of cool. I was happy to be able to join in on the Rhonda on the Cabo challenge. Me and Rich and Eric, we did this thing. Here it goes right here. We'll play it for y'all real quick. Check this out. Hey y'all, what's up? It's Zeke Locke from Zeke Live in the Morning, and we've got a great one for you today. You know why? Because it's day number 116 of our girl, Rhonda on the Rocks, posting enough content every single day until she gets a brand deal big enough, or until she gets enough followers and subscribers to take to take her friends, whoever she taking to Cabo. She taking somebody to Cabo, but y'all don't want to just hear it from me. Y'all want to hear from my other co-hosts because we miss Rhonda. So let me bring up to the stage right now the one and only, the past star himself, past star Rich Holmes, and the one that Rhonda loves the most, obviously. It is Bishop Eric Rideout. Y'all welcome them to the stage. Yo! Y'all. Day number 116, man. Rich, what you think about that, bro?
Oh, man, this is amazing. We're so proud of Rhonda. Continue to keep going forward and continue to be the light. Just like Rhonda is, we encourage you to be the light. Be yourself. Don't let nobody cast you out. All right, we loving you over here, Rhonda.
What you think about that? I know you got something beautiful to say about Rhonda today.
You know, I'm not impressed with none of it, to be honest with you, but, somebody got to support it. So, hey, if you follow Rhonda, and you want to see her go somewhere, fine with me. Everybody jump in the comments. Hey, let's work and get her a brand deal so she can finally go outside of Chicago on a trip somewhere. Thank y'all for your love, though, for real. Rhonda, we love you.
Yeah, we love you, Rhonda, and we love all the Rhonda stars. Y'all go make sure you follow Rhonda on The Rocks and follow Rhonda Reimagine because she's done some amazing stuff, made herself vulnerable. And I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to go to Cabo and I ain't trying to pay for it. So, I mean, whatever it is, y'all make sure y'all go follow and subscribe. If you ain't did, I'm subscribed right now. If I ain't got it, I'm make sure I'm on mine because I'm going to Cabo. Other than that, Rhonda, this one is for you. You know we love you, girl. We love you so much. And so we want to make sure that you got something to go home with right here. Hey. Oh, my God. Eric, you don't love the Lord? You don't want to worship the Lord? Worship, Eric. Oh, my God. All right, y'all. I guess we out of here. We'll see y'all later. Day number 116. We're on The Rocks. Peace out.
The blood of the Son of God.
That was yeah, that was yeah, my wife got a crazy kick out of that. She had me play that like 4 times when you came on talking about something. Well, me, I'm not impressed with none of this. I just wanna you muted, bro.
I'm happy for her that if she gets, that she gets this trip. I've traveled a lot, but I mean, I get it.
This man said, if you want to see Rhonda finally leave somewhere other than Chicago, y'all.
And I saw what you said, Tara Jones.
Oh, we said so rude.
I'm gonna tell the Tara Jones story in a little bit.
Oh Lord. Shout out to Pastor Jeremy Sanders, the most reckless foodie on all of the interwebs. He doesn't like anything that we like. They love you, Eric. That's what it is. That's
exactly what I do. I go against it on purpose, even if I agree with it. Somebody got to be the one in the room that say different. To me, it just makes sense, man. And it's maybe a jerk move. I get that because I've always done that. Everybody said we gonna go. I want to eat here. It's a NAB decision. I didn't agree to that, and I can want it. I just don't want to go because everybody else want to go. I want to go over here. And I'm gonna point out. Then I'll tell you
for no reason.
Then you say a fact about the restaurant. We all going to McDonald's. Well, everybody voted. It'd be 8 people. I don't want to go there. And they're like, we all voted, so this we're going. Well, you know how they make the chicken nuggets and now say something disgusting, discourage,
throw everybody off.
Discourage everybody wanted it. Don't want to go no more.
Oh my Lord! I would be the one. I would. Well, I don't know if I would be the one, but you ever think about just doing jury duty just so you can
hold up the trial,
just so you could be the one contrarian? Just soon as the jury gets to a unanimous vote. Soon as they finally get there with it, right? Be like, you know what? I don't think he did it. I think
it's funny. I'm supposed to be going to jury duty, and I'll be honest with you. I wasn't gonna say that because I don't know do it. That was my plan to go and hold up the trial and get the money every day. I was going to disagree with the final verdict until I can do it.
What would be hilarious? What would be hilarious is to be the contrarian and then get everybody on your side. Everybody's on your side. Now you come to the opposite unanimous vote. All right, he's not guilty. Eric done convinced us he's not guilty. And then you're like, you know what? I went back and I thought about it again last night, and you know what? Maybe he did do it. I think that
at the end they say, okay, we finally got a not guilty version. Guilty though. I would definitely do that. I would hold up a trial for a month if I could until the judge come in and say, "Nigga, make a decision." Just to get the money for it. And I mean, that's wrong to want to just ruin people's day for no reason, just to be a jerk.
You're being that mad. Oh my God. They're being that pissed off at you.
And I wouldn't do that all.
Man, let's go to this music break real quick. Y'all know I love this song. I love this song right about this time because it's a good wake-up song. This JR Miss Frida, produced by JR. Y'all go get you some coffee and stuff. Jamaica said. Jamaica said, let's review the evidence one more again.
Yeah, let's go over this again. Did he step to the left or was it to the right? He said he only got one foot. He only stepped one way. Oh, are we sure?
Are you sure?
Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all after I go to jury duty when I do that how it works.
Well, y'all go get you some coffee and stuff. We'll be right back. Enjoy this music break, Miss Frida, produced by J.R. Jordan. Hey.
I pray to God, Lord, guide my way. Now people will try
jamming. I know y'all jamming. Don't act like y'all not. Don't act like you're not jamming with it. Jam with it. Jam with it. Hey, jam with it. 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 Hey, y'all jam. Come on, go ahead and get your jam on. And bring him to the stage since he's here. It's Pastor Rich Holmes. Hey, Rich Holmes in the house. What up, Pastor?
Hey, what's happening? Get my Tybo on. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right? We get a Tybo.
Hey. I know y'all remember. It's all good.
Y'all remember that from Brady Bunch? Look at me. Willie God brought me out and said, praise the Lord, everybody. I'm black. I'm back. That's funny. I like that. That's right. We black and we're black. Hey. Back in black. Hey. I'm telling y'all, this right here, that's my jam right there. What's up, y'all? What's up, Pastor Rich Holmes?
Big Lock, what's happening? Lock Stars, what's going on? Everybody, yeah. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah. Take me higher, Lord. Higher, Lord. You got to turn everything to a church, old mother. Oh, take me higher, Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, take me higher, Lord.
And you're right.
Oh, Lord. I want to go higher. How dare y'all sit on God like this? If the Commodores can't walk into
the Commodores came in here right now. Y'all would jump up and go crazy.
If the Commodores came in, if James Cleveland walked in right now, you would be losing your mind.
Woo. Don't let him walk in right now.
How dare you sit on God?
Is that James?
I'm telling you, if Bing Crosby walked in here, y'all would be sitting on God like that.
Do that.
Man, I'm sorry.
I was telling that story earlier, Eric. I don't know if you heard me in the pre-show when I was doing my
about the lady, the Commodore, that church mother. My lady, if you gonna get your crazy somebody else.
The mothers know, they know what's best.
Yeah, you talking to, she definitely didn't. You talking to a bunch of 13-year-olds about the Commodore.
Oh man, the Commodores, they go through the next generation, Doc. They expand generations.
The Commodores, boy.
Those people that was older and they're like, the who?
The parents
she got off.
Right. You start saying old groups. I'm gonna start doing that. Be like, I bet y'all stand up. I bet y'all stand up. If After 7 walked in, I bet y'all would. I bet y'all. That's old to me. I know that's some of y'all. That's right in y'all's age range. Y'all would stand up if After 7 walked in. Right,
man. And I was just laughing, man. I saw that old video. Have you seen Zeke when they're in Russia at the outdoor concert? The people having a big party and the beat dropping and stuff. And this one guy had tried to get in, and they wouldn't let him in. And this dude climbed up the side of the mountain, cut the power right when the beat was about to drop on the whole festival. Dude, when I say that's hilarious, I'm gonna send it to you. The people was all up on the top of the mountain, and you can see he could look down in the valley, and the people like beat was going, and you know, build up. Right, singing. This is diabolical. As they down there singing, he's opening up the thing to get ready to cut the power. And he's singing along to the song they singing, then he's just cut the power off on the entire festival because they kicked him out. I was like, he is the hero. I'm gonna send it to y'all in a minute.
Hey, check this out. Shout out to Willie God brought me Outlet. He said he's with the family in the car and they're all locked in and jamming. Y'all show some love to the Outlet family, the God brought me Outlet family. Hey, wishing safe travels to the God brought me Outlet family. They locked in, y'all. They jamming. There they are right there. Y'all give them some love as they're on their journey. Oh, yeah. And safe travels and wherever they're headed on their journey. Yeah. Y'all tell me some old groups that y'all wouldn't sit down on. If you're sitting on God, but you won't sit on the Commodores or the Shy-Lights. Pastor Jeremy said the Shy-Lights. If the Shy-Lights walked in, y'all would Y'all would be up on your feet. Who's another old group from like way back in the day? I don't even know no old group. The Four Tops, yeah. Yeah, the Four Tops. The Four Tops walked in. I don't know, they're like, I don't know, some of these groups are iconic, but the Four Tops is like super iconic though. Like the Four Tops and the Temptations, it's like super iconic status. That's like, yeah. It's like, you gotta stand up when they walk in. It's just, there's no excuse. If the Supremes walked in, you gotta stand up. Like, you just for the fact that the Supremes was together, you gotta stand up, you know.
I got a topic.
But do you really have to stand up?
Yeah.
I just
Who you say, Rich?
The Whispers, that's a good one. Yeah.
Who?
The Whispers, that's a good one.
The Whispers, yeah. If the Whispers walked in, y'all would stand up. If the Delphonics walked in,
they shouldn't walk in. One of them just died, so they all walking in.
Oh yeah, well, that's right. We got to stand up if the Whispers walk in. Oh my! I guess there's a lot of old groups we got to stand up for. I don't know.
Wait, the Mighty Clouds? Are you stand up for Mighty Clouds?
Yeah,
I would stand up for the Mighty Clouds.
They lead singer died too. So that's weird.
He did. Oh my God! Everybody died. What the world? I made a video last night. Like 3 in the morning. This morning, I woke up and I was just scrolling through some stuff, and there was this lady who had a son, unfortunately, who passed away. This is not the right track to make that comment, but her son died. Oh, it's not that. I'm not making light of that. But what I'm saying is, her son passed away, and she had a post on it. So I liked it, and I hearted it, and I put oh man, praying for you, all of that. Do you know that now when I scroll through my TikTok, all I see is a bunch of people posting like dead people and all that. I'm like, hold on, my thing just got depressing as heck. I said, TikTok, y'all need to change my algorithm back. Like, I liked one random person's post, and now all I see is just dead people all up and down my thing. Like, I'm like, change my stuff back. This is depressing.
And just so you know, Zeke, the last video I just sent you is what I was just talking about. That man cut the power. We gotta show the people that. But I think that's hilarious that these people are having a good time at that festival. This dude is singing as he's getting ready to cut power to the whole festival. He shut it down. He sung while he was doing it. It is the most diabolical man in the history of stuff. When y'all see this video, y'all gonna laugh. But
I will see if I can load it up in a minute here. AWB. I bet a bunch of folks don't even know who AWB is. These young kids won't even know who that is. AWB. Think about it. You figure it out. Come on, AWB. Think about it. They not black.
Oh yeah.
They not black.
We just
there you go. You got it. Yeah.
The Brothers Johnson.
Who's the Delphonics and the Brothers Johnson? Kool and the Gang. I'm actually related to Kool from Kool and the Gang. Like, he's on my grandmother's side. Yeah, my grandmother's mother, I think, side. And then actually, so my Aunt Regina, she the one that posted it. So her oldest sister, my Auntie Elaine, she actually sang with Kool and the Gang and managed them. So she's traveled for years and years all over the world with Kool and the Gang. My Auntie Elaine. Yeah. So, yeah. But I bet if Kool and the Gang walked in, y'all wouldn't sit down on God.
Man, you gotta have Marcus McFarlane. He was there, and my friend Felicia, she was there. Because I'll never forget her face. They said, "Cool, y'all sitting there on God like that. Y'all need to be ashamed." Now, number one, the whole problem with the church was this one was at least 80 something, and you're the host for a teenage youth conference. Like, why? Mother Gladys, sit down somewhere, go take a nap.
Gladys.
That's what I call them, Mother Gladys.
Oh my Lord, that's what them names are.
I mean, these kids in here talking about Ty Tribbett and they in there, and then she go, y'all sitting down on God. And then when she said, if the Commodores was walking, y'all lose your mind. I never laughed so hard in my life. I had to leave out of the church because I was going to be a distraction. I'm like, you comical.
Shout out to Miss Ursula Ellis. She's here today, y'all. She's with us on this.
She does a lot of inspirational videos on TikTok too.
Oh yeah, there it goes. I gotta go make sure to follow her. If there's anybody who I'm not following on TikTok, so I'm trying to get a little better about my TikTok life. TikTok is its own world. I don't care what y'all done learned about YouTube. I don't care what we done learned about Facebook, Instagram, and all that. TikTok does their own thing. Like it's a wild place over on TikTok. I actually like it. I'm starting to like it more than I like all the other stuff. Like, so I'm trying to learn how to be on TikTok, and I've been consistent over there. Your mama said the miracles.
Good, lady.
If the miracles walked in, yo. Hold on, the mirror. That was Smokey Robinson's group, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Smokey Robinson was the lead singer of them before he went out. Yeah. If Smokey walked in talking about gang banging,
man, that was the funniest song I think I heard that year.
Doing that dope, there's no hope. Gang banging.
That's like somebody saying if the spinners walk in here, y'all gonna lose your mind. The spinners, nigga.
The stylistics. Woo, somebody go look back on this and think we laughing at these groups. We're not laughing at these groups. These are iconic groups. We're laughing at the fact that the teenagers have no idea who these people are. Like,
yeah, look, if Melvin and Blue Notes walk, it's like who? The deal right now. They're like, man, I don't remember none of that. I remember my uncle used to talk.
One of the pastors from Kankakee used to be a singer for the Blue Notes. Matter of fact, I think he was the lead singer after Harold Melvin left. Yeah. I can't think of his name. Cunningham. What's his name? I can't think of his name. He wears his hair. He passed away, I think, but he used to wear his hair like Farrakhan because he used to.
You know what?
But he came out of the Muslim movement, though.
Oh, okay. But James Brown was.
There go my dad, y'all. Y'all go welcome my dad, and he said the Whispers. That's my dad's group right there now. The Whisper Cummings. That was his name, Cummings. That's how I'm trying to think of it. Yeah, Pastor Cummings. Did he pass away there? I don't remember if he passed away, but he was an intense guy. He came out of the whole Farrakhan movement after he came out of the music industry and went into the Muslim world, the nation. He went into that. I done killed this man off and he's still alive. Oh Lord, Pastor Cummins, I most certainly apologize. I got to get more locked in with Kankakee. Clearly, I'm so sorry.
You had somebody, Zeke or Rick, you know somebody who got somebody miss somebody in their family and they say their name. You ain't never heard this person day in your life.
In your family?
No, in their family, like a person come to you. Like we had this girl, and my godmother Kajana know this. She was talking about great basketball players. We was like, well, Jordan is this, and Iverson at the time was that dude. She's like, they ain't got nothing to my uncle, Jack Too Tall Johnson. Like, who the heck is that?
Oh yeah,
Jack Too Tall Johnson. We were like, nigga, who is that? She was like, my uncle. Like, nigga, ain't nobody ever heard of that man. And so I know people like that. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what she said. I think that was the name. He ain't got no my uncle. Who's your uncle? Jack Too Tall Johnson. Like, well, somebody said, who the F is that? That's what they actually said. I'm like, Too Tall Johnson.
Not Harold Melvin. Teddy Pendergrass. There we go. So I guess when Teddy, so whatever it was that he became the lead singer.
Yeah, Harold Melvin was the founder, but
She's absolutely right. Yeah. But Pastor Cummings, like, I guess you know how like they lead singers leave the group and all that stuff like that. They still be out on the road, like the Temptations. Y'all know there's like a whole new Temptations now.
Nobody cares about. Only one still there is Otis.
Oh yeah,
Otis is still there running.
And one of the other guys who came in after the originals left, one other old dude there, but nobody care about them. No, I don't mean like.
What, the Temptations? I heard they still put on a good show. I heard they
would not go see the Temptations.
Yeah, you know what? You know what it is. We don't think of the Temptations and other groups like that as like organizations. Instead, we think of them as the singers themselves. And it's like, no, these are just the singers that's in this organization. So we can replace these singers as much as we want to. You know, you love that guy, but
a group I would never go see live. Now,
people still coming to see Otis. They sure is. Ain't nobody coming to see Otis.
I would never have went to see the Jacksons without Michael Jackson.
Really?
I had no interest.
I could see that though. Yeah, that's a little bit different. That's
like the other four was doing. Nigga, don't want to see y'all.
But you know what though, Jermaine was
white people went to see them though.
Yeah,
they supported them, but all of us, the crowd had maybe a dash of pepper here and there, but because the main guy is gone.
Yeah,
and it's like oh, the Jacksons come down. But Michael and I went like, oh, okay.
I gotta ask y'all this question, man, because I was talking, I had a long discussion with people yesterday about this subject with Michael Jackson. So I want to hear y'all take on it. You've been in the industry forever, Eric. Zeke, you a great artist and great talented person. I gotta know this from y'all. All right. Michael Jackson in his prime. Chris Brown in his prime. Who's the most talented between the two?
Hopefully Chris Brown, dancing wise and all of that. I mean, it's a close run. It's a close
Both of them
run.
in their prime. I'm sending it to Chris. Yeah, I'm giving it to Chris. But I'm gonna tell you why. It's not because Rhonda has a phobia of Michael Jackson. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's my view that like we should be elevating higher and higher. So somebody like a Chris Brown should stand on Michael Jackson's shoulders. Like he should stand on his shoulders and so therefore elevated. If Michael Jackson is the greatest that ever existed and nobody is any better, that means music plateaued and everything is a downhill battle from there. Like, and that just don't make sense to me. Like, if nobody comes along and is better than Michael Jackson,
But what if they were together? He's saying at their prime.
I'm just saying talented.
Same time.
Oh, you saying if they was there at the same time?
Prime talent. When you look at talent of Chris Brown, you look at the talent of Michael Jackson.
Oh, you mean just period?
Yeah, he's talking about just period.
Talent.
Man.
Yeah. They're going, Rhonda, why are y'all bringing him up?
Michael Jackson. But
like Michael Jackson.
Man, it was an hour conversation for me and the crew I was talking to.
I feel like it's a hard toss-up for me. Pause, but it's a toss-up for me.
Everybody saying Michael Jackson. Look at that.
I'm sorry, Michael Jackson is still Michael
Jeremy.
Jackson. Are we saying that because we know who Michael Jackson is and his legacy?
That's what I'm saying.
Talent. I'm
Jackson. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think Mike could get it.
But
vocally, though, Chris Brown is a monster when it comes to singing. That's hard.
And Chris can rap. Chris is a dope rapper. Chris is a dancer. I mean, yeah, because at the end of the day, though, they learned from what Michael was doing, is what I see. So, like, when I see the live shows and I see how they perform live, I'll throw in there Beyonce, for instance. Like, the reason I started studying Beyonce years ago, because I was like, something about her breathing technique is dope. Like, I'm watching how hard she's going, and at first I used to be like, man, she lip syncing. And then I got one DVD from where she was at the Wynn Hotel in Las Vegas. It was an intimate show, like 5,000 people in the room, but it was an intimate show. It's Beyonce though. So, but I'm looking at it, and you could tell she was actually hoarse that day. She might have been a little ill or something. It was probably the last leg of a tour. So I was noticing certain notes that she would normally go to on a high note. She would like just work it down a certain way and still give you all the power. And I'm like, oh, that's not. That ain't lip sync right there. That's I hear the breathing. And I realized, and the reason I'm bringing her up and Chris Brown and other ones is because they learned other things that Michael I don't think did very well. Like Michael's breathing technique while dancing, though it was good and top tier for the time, somebody came along and improved upon it, and I think that's what's supposed to happen. So,
yeah, I can agree with that part.
Yeah, so like just even in the live show and performance. Now I will say this: I have not seen anybody with the effect on people that Michael had. And I don't know if if that can be attributed to the times, because when Michael was out, I mean, it was pretty much whoever the radio and the TV stations and the movies were playing, versus now in today's world, I mean, it's all over social media.
But then think about it, when Michael's still alive, when Chris Brown was all out.
Yeah.
And all of them was Beyonce, everybody, and it was still Michael Jackson could walk in a Beyonce concert and steal her whole crowd.
Yeah.
Like when Jay-Z did that big thing at the Garden.
I think Michael is the greatest performer, the better performer.
Oh yeah.
But I think talent-wise, I'm starting to lean towards Chris, because I think
Chris Brown vocally is better.
Yeah, talent-wise.
But then again, it was different singing styles too. We got to go to that. Mike had a different singing style. His dude's voice was just crazy. He could sing high, he could sing low, he can go all in the middle. His head tone was crazy. So I think it'd be a good. Zeke, did that video load?
I ain't even tried. I've been going back and forth on the thing.
I'm just saying, if we get this thing to load, this is gonna make people laugh. And
Rhonda's all right. They want to know Rhonda's phobia.
Rhonda, what is your? Oh yeah, Michael Jackson.
Oh, if I gotta go pull it off, I won't be able to load it because it's on. It's
just watch it when you get a minute.
Yeah, you guys, it's a link, so I gotta go through and do a whole lot of other stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gotta go and screen. If you screen record it and send it to me, I can play it.
Just make sure you watch it. You gonna be cracking up at this dude. He's the most ignorant man I think alive.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I see what Jamaica said. I'm with you, Rich. Yeah, as a performer,
I agree with that, Jamaica.
I think he just gave like great ideas to perform, because at this point in time, everybody's doing what Michael was doing back then. I think what Michael did real good was.
But then they doing what he was already doing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's I think he just introduced something. Frankly, I think he just introduced it to the black community. He introduced something to the black community, because rock stars, they was doing polytechnics and all kind of. They was polytechnics. That's not the word. Pyrotechnics. That's what I'm looking for. They were doing all that stuff already. Michael really helped to bring that, those big concepts and all that. So you think Michael is better than Chris, Doc?
I don't think he's better. No, I'm not saying better.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
vocally, no, but performer-wise, yes.
How we did it, we picked 9 or 10 categories. And we put rapping in there, we put singing, dancing, we even put athletics in there. How their body is built differently, just the talent, period. And what they do. And at the end of the day, we kind of boiled down. I was on Chris Brown. I was leaning towards Chris Brown in talent.
Yeah.
Performance-wise, I'm going to give it to Mike only because, not only, but one of the reasons the knock that I had on Chris, I've only got a chance to see him live one time, and it was not great. It was not great. I'm going to say it again. But
he was sick that day, right?
Well, he did send us a video.
I'm sick all the time.
He came out and had to do what he had to do. Exactly. When Mike performed sick, I've never heard nobody say, oh, this was still a terrible performance. Although I only talked to 2 people that ever seen Michael Jackson perform live. So that's all I got on that.
But I mean, what if Michael did have some bad days? I mean, he was an artist. I think we get sick on the road. Stuff happens, and you just give it your all.
You know what? He got sick, but he knew how to move around vocally, change what needs to change. Chris was still trying to hit his stuff like full out and say, "Bro, you hoarse, you sick."
Or how about this?
Chris,
everybody. You said what, Doc?
He just stopped singing. He just said, "I'm gonna do these dance steps and get on out the way." I said, "Go ahead, Doc. I understand." He was cutting songs. I got to go. I said, "Hey, man." So it wasn't a great performance, but he's still a good performer. Go ahead, Zeke. My bad.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, what could it be that part of this too is that Michael had some bad performances? He might have had a lot of bad performances, but nobody had a cell phone,
right?
And you had a chance to see it or get on Twitter or something immediately and be like, Mike had a bad show and da-da-da. I mean, if you had a bad show from Mike, you would just remember that on your own. You would just, remember that on your own. Whereas now, Chris, every artist now, you got to worry about all the cameras that come out. So if you got a bad performance, we know about it that night. By the morning, we know you perform bad.
Oh, yeah. Just look at Monica's sets or go look at Music Soul Child. Oh, I just sent you that screen recording.
That's my thing. When I come see you live and I don't get, it's tough for me to kind of go with you all the way through. Beyonce, sick, just had a baby, was pregnant one time. Every performance I've seen has been great. For me, going to see her live. Yeah. If on the phone and it wasn't a good performance, great. I'm just talking.
Yeah, Chris Brown always says that Michael Jackson is way better.
That's why I put her as one of the top performers of all time as well. Because the 8 times I've seen her, I done had 8 out of 8. It's been great. So I haven't had a bad.
Beyonce?
Yeah, with Beyonce. Correct.
Beyonce is one of my top performers all time. For me.
Oh, she all right to me.
What?
I'm just not like a huge Beyonce, like, oh my God. No, I don't get that.
Let me just make sure real quick. I got to do something real quick, everybody. Hold on 1 second. Dear Beehive, I must let y'all know, Beehive, that the thoughts and views of Eric Rideout.
I ain't worried about no Beehive. I'll take each one of them.
We are not here to say that Beyonce is a nobody and that she's not impressive, Beehive. Don't come after us. Come after this man right here. There you go. That guy.
I will take some raid and spray every one of the Beehive. I don't care nothing about that. I'm not taking away from our talent. I'm just saying, it's like people like, oh, it's Beyonce. I'm like, okay. If I had a choice to see Beyonce live, and they say Bruno Mars, I'm going to go see Bruno.
I've not seen Bruno live before, but I heard that that's one of a show. I've heard that.
You go. Bruno because I've seen Beyonce so much. I've only seen Bruno once live in Las Vegas. Hands down, top 3 shows I've ever seen in my life. Top 3 I've ever seen.
Thank you, Rita. I agree with Rita. Rita said Beyonce is overrated.
Hold on 1 second, everybody. Let me just do something real quick. Dear Beehive, I'm just here to let you know that I didn't say this. I didn't say this. I just put it on the screen. This is Rita Renee Miller. Y'all have to forgive her. She just got out of jail. She don't know no better. All right, yeah.
But no, put your screen back up. Because like I always say, Patti LaBelle is overrated too. But go back and put your screen back up.
You think Patti LaBelle is overrated?
She's overrated at Eric. What you talking about,
to me, Patti LaBelle can sing, but it's not like nothing that I can get on a Sunday morning anywhere else.
Well, you can say that about a lot of people. That's
what I mean. That's why I don't keep people at a certain place.
What? Like you don't want to see her kick her shoe off and do all of this right here?
Yeah.
I don't want to see. I can watch Big Bird flap his arms. I don't want to see her do it.
I can understand, but back in the 1900s and 70s, she was pretty good, man. And she can
Still doing now, if you ask me.
No. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying good. I'm just saying, to me, it's like
Now this right here is absolutely true.
that is.
I'll give Jeremy this one. Yeah,
Mhm.
the Israel of pop music. He did merge us because if you listen to that first Bruno Mars record, that Doo-Wops and Hooligans, like I like the record because I liked a couple songs, but that was not the Bruno Mars that you was gonna get by the third record and after that. The very different Bruno Mars. He was straight up pop, like cheesy pop at that. I mean, songs about 1, 2, 3, you know me, and you know all of that stuff. Like it was not the cool Bruno Mars with the. This was like cheesy Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
That was like,
And you know what?
Get out of here, lame.
Like somebody got mad at me about Mary J. Blige. I said she's not a great singer. Mary J. is passionate.
I don't think nobody get mad at you about that, Eric.
Yeah, no, somebody did, but it's mostly people who really can't sing that well. Always think the people like that can sing because they can't sing that well.
She's your hood chick favorite singer. Like,
So I mean, you know, you got somebody that'll say Mary J. be killing.
Yeah,
people got their own opinion. That's your opinion. But to a
I
person
will
that's
say
a
this.
great singer, they can say, no, she's not a good singer. But she's
I will say
passionate.
this. I will say this because I get Rich's original question, which is just like on the talent level. But I think there's a talent that goes into artistry, you know, and one talent that sometimes we don't think of it as a talent is just simply the magic that you have to capture an audience. Some people, though they may not have the best vocals, the best lyrics,
They got everything else.
I don't think Tupac was a great lyricist, personally. I don't think he was a great lyricist. I don't think his lyrics were that great. I think
Rich
just go away.
Now you got to put us in the center of the screen now.
Right, go ahead. Y'all can make
Go
your
ahead.
statement. Go ahead and make your statement.
Opinions and statements that are made on this show are those that just came from Zeke are all Zeke's. Rich and I feel differently, so we just want to let you guys know, Tupac fans, you're a little more dangerous than Beyonce fans.
There you have it. There you have it. Rich, do you need to make any disclaimers? I just need to make sure.
I don't even know what happened, man. I don't even know what you said.
I said Tupac is not that great of a lyricist. However,
I'm back. Yeah, everything good? Everybody all right? Y'all having a good time?
Wait,
my camera, I don't know what you said.
Zeke, who was better, Biggie or Tupac?
Lyrically, Biggie. Both of them had some of the same impact, though, I would say. I would say this much, though. I think Tupac, though he was a wild child, I think that he did bring a lot of like Black power issues, at least to the forefront. And so that was, you know, wild. Like he had that because he had that in him. Biggie was.
Well, I mean, but
Biggie
was that something different? Was
Huh?
that something different? Because Brand Nubian, Tribe Called Quest, all of them already doing that. So what is
No,
it? That
I don't think it was that necessarily.
I mean, what is it that you think made it different from him?
Oh, for Tupac, because he was wild with it, because he was being gangster with it and doing all that, and he would like get in people's faces, like do interviews and stuff, and be like, "They told me not to cuss, but F that," because he would just go off and just.
But as far as the lyrics,
that energy. It was that energy people were feeling like at that time. Like Black people were feeling the energy like, no, we got to overcome. And he brought that to the scene.
Well, one more time
Biggie, he was bringing like drugs and hoes. That's all Biggie was talking about. Drugs, money, hoes.
One more time for the record. As a lyricist, you say what about Tupac?
I'm going to make sure I heard this right.
I don't think that he was that great of a lyricist. Like if I compare him to other rappers down the line, I wouldn't put Tupac's lyrics as the best ones. I wouldn't even put his flow as the top. Y'all can go off the screen. I'll go sit a screen and say it on my own. Tupac, though I love him. I love his music. Don't get me wrong. But if I had to compare Tupac against a line of rappers, especially today's world, like if I had to compare him against a line of rappers, like if I had to go against Jay-Z, if I had to put Tupac against Jay-Z, Jay-Z wins. If I put him against Nas wins. If I put him against Raekwon, I'm not Raekwon, shoot, you know what I'm thinking of. God dog it. All these people, if I put them against Eric Sermon, if I put them against Biggie, if I put them against, how far can we go back? If I put them against, shoot, I mean, Tupac to me is like he was still rapping like Kool Moe Dee and them. Like it's just, you know, like when I hear his flow and stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, the stuff bopped, the stuff vibed, it did. But like his flow, his delivery, his lyric, all that, like to me, it's just a line of rappers that's killing them every day. Pause. Let me not say it that way because Tupac did get killed. I shouldn't say it that way.
And when he came out and started spitting on that,
I'm not saying he whack. I didn't say now here. I didn't say Tupac was whack. I'm just saying he wasn't better than Biggie.
Wait. Lyrically, who's better, Kanye or Eminem?
Kanye to me. I think Eminem is lyrically good, but he just throws a lot of. Come on, y'all gonna go off the screen for the white boy? Come on now, what?
We got to. Eminem is a lyricist out of this world.
No, he's a lyricist, but I think Kanye stuff speaks more to my reality, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So the lyrics hit a little bit better home for me.
Your emotions in it, man. I get it. You putting your personal in it. I understand.
What is a personal? You can't be for my personal opinion of who I thought was better. That's I'm giving you the reason why I think Kanye is better.
Hey, you give your personal. I said just put it up here. Personal opinion. I think Nelly is one of the greatest lyricists of all time. In my personal opinion. See, I said personal. That's if I'm going emotional. I think he's one of the greatest artists of all. Hey,
you definitely got to go on center screen for that one.
Nelly was one of the best accomplished rappers of all time. That's me. I like his style. I like his flow. I like singing and rapping before T-Pain and all them other guys got here. He was cold with it. But that's me.
What about Ludacris though?
Ludacris is one
of somebody else's. There's no way I would say that.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. Different stuff speaks to different people. I wasn't with the St. Louis thing like that, And now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Nelly was whack because I would be playing Nelly all over the place. Listen, I bump it. Everybody I'm saying that is somebody is better than. I'm not saying they suck. I'm not saying they was whack. I'm just saying I would put Kanye before I would play Eminem. Like when I hear somebody playing Eminem nowadays, I just think that person definitely voted for Donald Trump. And I'm going to tell you why I'm saying that. The neighbor behind me, right? She dates a white guy, and I don't know if it was his brother or his cousin, but he was bumping Eminem yesterday. And I was like, this just sounds like a white boy rapping at this point.
Wait. Let me ask
white boys who want to be black.
Let me ask both of y'all this question. Zeke, tell me if that screen recording work I sent you.
Y'all say bye to Brony Cat.
Hold on, Brony Cat. I need your opinion, Brony Cat, before you run away. If you could get one, say they said, Zeke and Rich, we have one ticket to this concert, and you only can pick one. You can either go see Michael Jackson live or Prince live. Who ticket you going with? You only can pick one.
Michael Jackson.
Zeke?
That's actually a tough one, believe it or not. I would probably go to Michael Jackson because I personally enjoy Michael's music more, but as an artist, when it comes to playing music, playing the instruments and singing and performing with that, and Prince might have. That's a hard toss up.
Okay, here's another one.
Can they both be there at the same time, like the James Brown concert?
Two different shows.
No,
so have you ever heard the story about that James Brown concert with Michael and Prince?
He thought it was funny. He tried to run over the alley and all that.
Yeah, apparently Prince fell or something in the concert. I've heard the story told now.
Well, Michael Jackson,
so he thought Michael sabotaged him because Michael was trying to introduce him. Hey James, can I bring Prince up? This new guy Prince. He comes up doing all this stuff, and then Prince tried to run him over with a car.
But they said your boy Quincy Jones said Michael Jackson was laughing when Prince got up there. He said, look at this clown, because he was up there doing that gyrating stuff, and Michael Jackson thought it was funny. He was taking shots. Here's another one. In her prime, and you're gonna get one concert ticket. Whitney Houston or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Okay,
yeah, I'm going to Beyonce.
Let's see. I have to think about it one more time.
I'm going to see Beyonce. I can listen to Whitney on
Beyonce so many times, so I would go see Whitney Houston.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, here's another one here.
Well, let me say why I would say Beyonce, because if we're going to see him live, Beyonce's putting on a better live show. I can just listen to Whitney all day. Now I can't just listen to Beyonce all day. I can't just listen to Beyonce music all day. I can't. That's not so. I'm not like a Beehive fan. But for a live show, I'm gonna go see Beyonce because I know the show is gonna be amazing. Not to say Whitney put on a bad show. It's to say Beyonce was just gonna give you a whole lot more in the live scenario. So if I'm going to see him live, that's good. Now if I'm going to hear him sing at a funeral or something like that, yeah, bring Whitney.
Funeral.
Well, you can tell a good singer based on what they sing at a funeral or a church service. And I think that Whitney is going to destroy that better than Beyonce will. So yeah.
Okay, I give you that. Here's another one in.
I enjoyed that.
I'm laughing at this because it's silly. I'm gonna come back to it because I was thinking about it. Okay, here we go again. One concert ticket, right?
One concert.
Just one. Okay. You only go see one of these people.
Okay.
And Zeke, I'm gonna ask you this because I know both of you, because I know what you like this. I got one ticket. I say, Zeke, tonight in concert, you got a choice to see Usher live in his prime or R. Kelly live. Who you going to see?
Usher.
Okay. Who you going to see, Rich?
R. Kelly.
I knew you was gonna say R. Kelly. I knew Rich was coming with the kills. I knew
it's R. Kelly.
Okay.
Usher Raymond is that dude though. I'm going to see Usher, baby.
Here's another one. Usher did a good job. It was in his older age, so he ain't doing all the steps like he used to. He doing a lot of rollerblades, and he got a lot of ladies that come on the show to keep the show moving. If you understand what I'm talking about, but it was a great show. But yeah, I would pick the other guy. Who you say?
Okay, here we go. White artist. Let's use a white artist. One more. And I know Zeke was working on that screen thing, but look, let me ask y'all a question.
Might not have downloaded right, so we might not be able to hit
that.
Not
yeah, you watch it. Here's another white artist. One concert ticket. Okay. Are you going to see Queen, Zeke?
Or who else?
Either you got one ticket. Are you going to see the Beatles in their prime or Queen?
Queen all day, hands down. What? Freddie Mercury?
Queen or the Beatles in their prime?
Yeah, I'm going to see Queen.
The Beatles.
Okay, Motown
Beatles ain't gonna do nothing but stand there and play their instruments and sing. Queen or Freddie Mercury is gonna give you a show.
Oh, wait, the Beatles had that Michael Jackson kind of standard.
Musically, Queen was better than the Beatles. I mean, music. Have y'all ever listened to Queen stuff like Bohemian Rhapsody? That was like
they have a bigger catalog.
Who, the Beatles?
Yes.
Yeah, but the show. It's about the show. They got a bigger catalog, but I bet half of the folks watching this show don't know half of the songs on that catalog.
What? Any song you can think of is probably from that catalog right now.
Let's see.
One of the most coveted catalogs in history.
Name 3 Beatles songs right now. Let's see. Go. You got 5 seconds. 3 Beatles songs.
I'm gonna say right
now. You're asking us?
Yeah. I go.
Sgt. Pepper. You have Yesterday. Let It Be. You have what's that other? Who?
Michael Jackson. That they said took it from them. Come together right now.
Oh yeah, that's a Beatles joint too.
Yeah, that's a Beatles joint. That's the one that I was. That's the one I started singing that time. Y'all told me I had to say pause. I started singing the song "Come Together," right? And y'all said I had to say pause to it. Now, don't get me twisted. I love the Beatles. I would just rather see Freddie Mercury live.
Right, here's another one.
I'd rather see him live. I like that right here though. What about who?
Motown Legends, right?
Okay.
They got a Motown Legend. They say we got the originals for one night only in concert. Temptations or Stevie Wonder? Who you going to see?
You know,
Stevie.
I'm gonna say this about Stevie, guys.
I'm gonna put you center screen because I feel like something about to happen.
Time for Stevie to call it quits.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Stevie vocally does a whole bunch of extra runs and stuff at this age. Now it's like all over the place.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Everything just runs together with Stevie now. I don't know if he be thinking about what he ate breakfast that morning. And he talks about a lot of things before he gets.
Stevie will get to talking now. Steve, Eddie Murphy was talking about that back in the 80s. He was like, "Y'all know Stevie will get to talking." He'd be like, and Stevie went on war and be like, "And I just want to think about the children over in Africa because the children." Like, shut up, Stevie.
Hey, play the next song.
Ooh, here's one, Zeke. Here's another one. One ticket. Now, some of y'all may not know this guy, but would you go see? In time, Marvin Gaye, or would you have rather see Donny Hathaway?
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye over Donny Hathaway?
Absolutely. In concert?
Vocals? Talent?
Are we talking about talent? Or are we talking about going to see him in a concert?
Overall for Donny Hathaway.
You like performing.
Yeah, we talking about the performance. We talking about a ticket and going to see a performance. I'm going to see Marvin. I'm going to see Marvin. Got a bigger catalog. Marvin got some iconic stuff. That's not to say Donny Hathaway sucks. Now I want everybody to get this. Either or world that we live in, Like, you know, but I'm going to see Marvin above that.
But you can hear people that sound like Marvin even today.
Yeah,
ain't too many people.
Ain't no
knocking
many niggas
on
sound like Donny Hathaway.
Donny Hathaway died. I'm just being honest. You can go to the local church and hear somebody sound like Marvin Gaye. Donny's a little tough, but I still for the show I would go see Marvin.
Yeah,
I get that.
For the show,
I've not heard too many people that sound like either one of them. To be honest with you,
the new boy sound just like Marvin Gaye.
That's the only person I could think of. October London,
American Idol.
Yeah, that's the only one I could think of.
Comparison of Danny Hathaway, like I have none in my head, and
I think most tenors sound like Donny Hathaway. I think Marvin has the more unique voice. I give Marvin the edge on the uniqueness of voice. Because of his style. Donny Hathaway had a very clean kind of right there, like right on the note. And I think it was, here I'm going with it. I think it's not a bad thing. I think more people probably studied what Donny was doing vocally, like male vocalists, like Gene Moore. Yeah, there's a good one right there. Like, there's a lot of people whose voices are solid like that with that same tone. Marvin had a different kind of tone, whereas Donny, he got a tone, but it was just like perfect. There was the perfection of tone. But I don't think it was necessarily like unique in voice structure, if that makes sense. In the timbre of it.
I'm sorry,
I don't think
Layla
his timbre was
is
unique.
Like her daddy, Layla is unique.
Yeah, I think Donny had a good. Don't get me wrong. Donny is that dude. Obviously, Donny is.
I get what you're saying.
Donny is that dude.
Yeah, exactly.
But Marvin, like his whole approach was just completely different from me. You know.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, wait.
Hold on, let me ask y'all this one. This is one because this is actually a good one right here. And y'all probably be surprised on what I would say to this.
Justin Timberlake
or Usher. I thought that was good.
I'm gonna see Justin Timberlake over Usher.
Yeah, I'm going to see Justin over Usher. Yeah. Yeah.
I would see. I seen Usher, so I would want to see Justin Timberlake.
I remember used to watch. Justin is one of them people I used to study back in the day when I was studying Beyonce, studying live shows. Justin's live shows. If you ever come across any of those, for all the old people, DVDs, like Justin Timberlake shows were fire, bro.
That live in New York was dope.
Yeah, was it Madison Square Garden?
Yeah,
that one that was on HBO.
Yeah,
bro. Yeah. Justin is. Yeah, Justin, he was that dude. Plus, I just love Justin Timberlake too, because every album that Justin has done, except that last one, I didn't listen to that last one too much. But
here's another one.
But like 2020 Experience and all that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
underrated male singers.
Who?
Underrated male singers. Would you go see Joe, or would you go see Stokely?
Stokely
over Joe.
Yeah, I've seen Joe. Joe is great. I love Joe. He's one of my favorite male vocalists of all time. In fact, I would put Joe up there with like right along the same line. Speaking of people who kind of have a timbre similar to Donny Hathaway, I would say Joe probably did some Donny Hathaway studies. Like I would say Joe is like right along that same line. But if I had to go see a live show, Stokely gonna get on the drums. Stokely gonna play some here on the guitar, whatever. Stokely gonna.
But that's what I'm saying. But that goes back to the Donny Hathaway thing. What's-Face is just gonna sing. Marvin, Donny gonna get on the keys and play. He gonna get up and sing. He's bringing more than just voice, like Stokely doing. Right?
Yeah, I ain't knocking it. I'm just saying, like, I mean,
my preference. I'm gonna see Joe. I like his songs. He can sing very well. I appreciate his catalog, and I know his songs. I can feel that. Stokely, I ain't gonna lie to you. So that's
Mint Condition.
Mint Condition. What? Stokely coming through with Mint Condition. One of the greatest R&B bands of all time.
Name 3 songs.
What? That's right along. That's like in the same line as Prince and them. They came from the Prince era.
You see me swinging? Who didn't use that song?
What song?
You send me. He said name 3 Mint Condition songs. Like you send me swinging. What kind of man would I be? You don't have to hurt no more.
Brown eyes.
Pretty brown eyes.
We're gonna say stutter, put all that down.
Breaking my heart.
We're gonna sing stutter and take all that down.
I'll say what's up to Hood. Hood is here with. Hey, it's been a long time since I've seen Hood. Hood, what you doing tonight? Come through to the church tonight, Hood.
Never heard of.
At 8:00. Hey, Hood, hit my line later on. I might hit you. Yeah.
Okay. Wait about this. All right. Here we go. Last time. Mariah Carey.
Y'all, this is why I call Eric Bishop Eric right out. He said last time about 4 times. Y'all know Eric Preacher get 3 closings. This Eric Preacher get 3 closings.
One ticket again. Now let's go this. So would you go see Mariah Carey or Celine?
Mariah Carey.
Over Celine Dion?
Yes. Well,
let me go ahead and do my round table. Look, everybody.
Over Celine Dion, yes. Actually, at first I thought you said over Selena. I thought I thought you said Selena.
Dion?
But no, I thought you said Selena, the Mexican singer.
No,
she wasn't even Mexican. She was Mexican descent.
But I'm talking about Celine.
Yeah, you talking about Celine Dion, yeah.
Oh, you would see Mariah over Celine.
I would see Mariah over Celine Dion, yes.
So that's my wrap up for the day, everybody. It's been a great show. All right, here's the last one. Here's another one. New edition. No, I ain't gonna do that to myself. I ain't gonna do that.
Mariah Carey wins that every time. Like Mariah Carey.
No way.
Come on. Celine Dion does have a dope voice and a dope
voice too.
But Mariah's got the hood. Like, that's all I'm saying. Mariah got the hood songs. Like we gonna be in the
Rich, what do you say?
I'm gonna listen to Mariah over Celine Dion, bro. Like
we gonna be in here like this.
Celine Dion. I know 2 Celine Dion songs.
I don't know one Celine Dion song other than Titanic.
Titanic,
oh,
right?
Shoot. Speaking of the Titanic, Eric, your video didn't load up. I can't get it to show up over. I don't know where it shows up at. But I did see this one. I don't know if I sent this to y'all or not. I don't even have it on my phone. I can't even do it. It's one where they said just proof that the only reason the Titanic, the last scene was sad was because of the music. So they changed the music on it. And they put people was drowning, the boat was tipping over like
it felt different.
I was sitting there cracking up.
Oh, well, I mean, Rich.
We lost Rich. Oh boy.
Who was okay? Hey, because oh, here we go. Okay, Zeke. Okay, we said Stevie Wonder, right? But what about Stevie Wonder versus James Brown in the concert? Who would you go see? James or Stevie?
That's like in their prime.
In their prime, I'm probably going to see James. Probably.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to see James. Stevie, now, let me make sure everybody understand that Stevie is one of my greatest all times.
Yeah.
Like Stevie to me is the GOAT. Like Stevie is like, I mean, just the sheer number of lyricism that he had and all that stuff. Because lyrically, I mean, let's be honest, James Brown, though a dope performer, if we're talking about going to a concert, I'm probably going to see James because the show finna be dope. He finna put on the show. But if I had to just listen to song after song after song, and like if I had to just compare talent level, like the pen, like the writing style, all that stuff, Stevie taking that hands down 10 times over. I mean, he's like, he gonna give you all. James was just funk, straight funk, blues. That's pretty much what you was getting from James.
In James' concert, the band is just you got
nothing. They locked and
they one song and you vibe one song for hours,
which is cool and all. But Stevie gonna give you that same lock in band, and you gonna get 10 different musical styles that flow seamlessly throughout each other. Stevie gonna give you that. So if I'm going to a concert, on the one hand, I want to see James give me that show. But if I'm just listening to the concert, Stevie taking that one. Yeah.
Okay. Which one is it, Z?
Right. It's probably James. It's probably James. It's probably James.
He did say 2 different answers.
No, I'm just saying why. You know why they? If I'm going to a live show, it's probably James.
Rich, like which one is it?
I think it's James. Who's it for y'all? Like
Bert or Ernie? Who's your favorite?
I can feel that.
Who's your favorite Muppet, Bert or Ernie?
What?
Like would you prefer?
Grouch.
Who? Oscar Grouch was my favorite. That was my favorite one.
It's all about Big Bird.
Big Bird was trash.
What?
Him and Snuffleupagus on the same page. Weirdos.
Well, Snuffleupagus was Big Bird's fun, his imaginary friend, or as some other people put it, Big Bird was getting high. So he was hallucinating
on that stuff. His eyes, he was blinking his eyes, and it was red all the time. He was high. He was. Snuffleupagus was on some stuff. Big Bird was on something. He was gay. And then Bert and Ernie was just it was a weird couple. It was a whole bunch of stuff with that whole.
Bert and Ernie was weird. Bert and Ernie was the weirdos.
Just weirdos. Like Then one dude eyes bugged out. He was on that stuff too. Bert probably was on something because his eyes was always this big, his eyebrows was thick, his hair.
Cookie Monster was on something. What'd you say, Doc?
Y'all see what happened to Marge?
Marge who? Simpson?
She died.
Yeah.
Marge Simpson?
They killed off.
They killed off the show.
Get the F out of here.
Marge Simpson is dead. They had a funeral and everything. I was waiting for him to wake up from a dream. It's real.
Yeah.
You know what I think is gonna happen? They copying off a Family Guy. Watch. Remember when Brian died for like half a season? And then he came back. They went back in time, and then he came back, and it just now Brian is back. Like they killed Brian off for a while to shake stuff up. They said they wanted to shake stuff up, see what that was like. And of course, the audience was like, "What the F is this? Where's Brian?" Like, people lost their minds over Brian not being on there. They brought him back quick. I didn't know Marge Simpson died. I'm sure they'll bring him back. I'm sure they're gonna bring him back.
You got you right. But yeah,
I don't think the show lasts without Marge Simpson. Oh well,
She showed a future version of the show and she was dead.
Huh?
She had died. Yeah, she had died off on the show and she was dead and off something. It was crazy.
Yeah, that show can't go. She's the yeah.
Wouldn't it be weird to kill off the main character of a show? How to keep the show going? Like Dora the Explorer, you kill Dora off.
Okay, that's why I keep saying I was waiting for the dream to happen. Hood, it never came back, man. So I guess I wait for the next episode. Cool.
Yeah, the next episode. Okay, I got one for y'all then, and then I got to get out of here because I got to get some stuff together. Because tonight we doing this, y'all. Before everybody start leaving, I got to make sure they know one more time that this is going on tonight, right here. Got to make sure everybody know about that. But before, woohoo! Y'all come on out at 8:00 tonight. Healing Voices, Songs of Freedom with Sova Gospel Choir. Who's going to be there? Sova Gospel Choir is going to be in the room. 60 voices all the way from Geneva, Switzerland. So I want to see y'all there. All my Lock Stars, please come out because I'm not saying this because I just want you in the room. I'm saying it because I want you in the room. I want to feel your energy and your presence. I want to lay my actual eyes on you. I want to see you, hug you, and share some love and pray with you and all that good stuff. So y'all come out tonight. But I got a question for y'all then, since Eric is asking us all these questions and making us have to turn our cameras off and whatnot. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right. Who you take? I ain't gonna do that, but no, I ain't gonna do that.
Go ahead.
No.
Send it to me. Send it to me in the side chat. I'll take the blame.
You got to turn your camera off when I ask it.
Go ahead.
Go for it. We want to hear the question.
Okay. Reunion tour is over. You going to see my uncle or you going to see Kirk? You got one ticket. I knew you was going to turn your camera off, Eric. Now, you asking us all the hard questions. Now, Eric, come back.
Eric,
come back.
You asking us all the hard questions now. Let me put you on the spot.
Huh?
I would go see.
Or you going to see Which one? Huh?
Let me see. I have to look at my pay stub to say, yeah, I'm going to go that way. Hammond all the way, baby. We going to do all the Radical for Christ joints. All of that. Yeah, I'm going to go see Fred. Now, if I wasn't working for Fred, I'll probably still go see him because he's just a dope dude.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a hard choice, though. But Kirk shows a killing, too.
Kirk is killing and he got the hood on. Well, Fred got the hood on lock, too. But Fred got the praise and worship on lock, too. Kirk got the, the young people and just the, he got the, that's a tough one. That's why I always said, and Rich know this. Rich will confirm this. I always said my dream concert. This was for me. Now I'm about nobody else. My dream concert has always been. Let me see Fred and Kirk together. That's always been my dream.
And you got
concert.
to see it at the reunion.
And I got to see it at the reunion. So when Fred said he wanted to come and got me that ticket, I was like, yeah.
But this is different though. I'm gonna go with Fred, and and Zeke will know why. Zeke was there. No offense to Kirk, but what happened in Chicago when Fred came out and did his set compared to when the rest of them?
Fred got the standing ovation. So they mentioned everybody's name. They introduced everybody: Marvin, the Clark sisters, even Kirk. But when they said Fred Hammond, when they brought that Negro out, it was like a 3-minute standing ovation clap.
And then when he walked off the stage, they couldn't go to the next act. The niggas had to dim the lights like people was parrots to calm the crowd down.
Yeah.
He stole the show. So
he made it hard for Yolanda Adams. I know that much. He
I
made
know
it
Yolanda was
difficult
in
for
the
her to
back
come behind
cussing.
him.
No, I was like, she wasn't cussing. I was back there. She wasn't. I'm just playing. She wasn't cussing. She wanted to though.
She did, but I will say this much though, because she had a rough start because she was singing a song like she was singing like a new song. Nobody really knew it. It was right after either Fred or somebody had just got off, and of course
Margaret was right before Yolanda was the Clark sisters. I think it was right.
Whatever it was something that made it real hard for her to get up, and the audience was just like, okay, like. But then when she came back out with that "Alone in the Room" and all that, I was like, oh, that's the vibe we looking for right there. I mean, every lady singing, all the cameras came out. Alone. I mean, just the whole. I was like, that's that Mary J. Blige feeling that folks be, yeah. Which
But
is why
people want
love
that,
Mary
right?
J. Blige. You want to sing along.
People like people that can sing along. Everybody can't do Kim Burrell, but everybody can sing Mary J.
Okay, so who you taking at a concert? Who you going to for a concert? Who you going to for a concert? Kim Burrell?
Hands down over everybody. Who was about to say?
No, you got to answer this one, E. You done put us on the spot. Now you got to answer these. Put you on the spot, Bishop. Yeah, Bishop, we putting you on the spot. I done made Eric a bishop in the Lord's church. Right. I'm going to see Kim Burrell. Kim Burrell. Or are you going to see Lettucey?
I was never a Lettucey fan.
Really?
She can sing though.
Yeah,
you know what? I like Lettucey. I would go see Lettucey because I go see Lettucey. I'm getting Kim Burrell at the same time. I would go see Lettucey.
You would go see Lettucey?
Because because she does what Kim does, and I like the tone of Lettucey's voice. I like her vibrato and everything. She can just sing. I like her voice is open. I like it. So yeah, I would go see her. Give me another hard one. Pause. Question.
Whoa.
As I said, pause.
Whoa.
I said, pause. Question.
Who you going to see?
Go ahead.
Jasmine Sullivan.
Okay.
Or Brandy Norwood.
Brandy. Hands down.
I'm probably going to see Brandy.
Because Jasmine got it from Brandy was her blueprint. Jasmine has said herself she modeled after what Brandy did. Brandy's voice has not changed nor given out
Jasmine
or
got that sauce. Jasmine got that sauce, but Brandy, I like Brandy's performance is better. The stuff that I've seen between the two of them performing, I like Brandy's performance.
And Brandy's voice can give you Jasmine. She can give you what Jasmine does.
So I've seen both in concert, and if I had to pick one, it definitely would be Jasmine Sullivan. You said Jasmine is overrated? Oh my God. Oh.
I kind of agree. Like Jennifer Hudson's overrated. Anybody can holler, oh, that's something more.
Oh Lord!
Yeah,
when she released that Christmas
Jeremy
album,
Sanders,
last year,
Dirty Loops.
Last year she released the Christmas album, Jennifer Hudson, and when it came out, was it last year? It was last year or the year before last. I think it was last year though. And so when it was about to release it, somebody just played like one of the clips, and it was something. I don't know if it was Silent Night or whatever it was. And it was like, yeah! And somebody put the thing and say, Jennifer Hudson, it is too early in the day for you to be yelling and screaming like this on a Christmas song.
Wait, Zeke, somebody asked you Mint Condition or Dirty Loops?
Mint Condition.
Over Dirty Loops?
Yeah. Dirty Loops is good, but I mean, it's just a lot of hype. Like after the second or third song, I'm like ready to move on to the next thing. Mint Condition is like singable songs. Dirty Loops.
What about the other band? What's the other band?
There's a lot of hype.
What's the other one? The other white band that everybody go see.
Oh.
The other white one. Mixed band. What's the name of that?
Snarky Puppy?
Snarky Puppy or Dirty Loops? Who you going to see?
It depends on who playing with Snarky Puppy, but I'm going to see Snarky Puppy. Like they probably bring in Corey Henry. They probably bring
Coldplay over Dirty Loops.
Coldplay all day. Coldplay over, like you put anybody against a Coldplay show. If we go into a show, because the energy that's in the room, and this is what I'm saying, it's about the energy that they bring to the room. Some artists just bring, like Michael Jackson, what we were saying, like I think he brings a different energy to the room than a Chris Brown does. So if I had to go see one in concert, though I may think that Chris Brown is a better, like talent wise, I'm going to see Michael Jackson if I got to buy the ticket, because the energy that's going to be in that room is going to be a whole different thing. And that's a talent that
I got one. Last one for me. I got a good one. Live, right? Would you go see?
Sorry, I haven't
between who are we saying live shows as far as female? Who did we say?
Kim Burrell, and
no, in R&B. Who would you go see over? Okay, if you had one ticket, right? Set. Would you go see Mary J? And this is another singer who's not the most amazing singer, so I'm put them on the same page. Would you go see Mary J or would you go see Janet Jackson live? But vocally, they both equal to me. Who you going to see? In a prime. Let's do prime. Let's do prime.
That's a tough one. I think they about
Janet. Most people go see Janet to look at her, but I'm saying.
I'm probably going to see Janet because she was my second ex-wife growing up. I used to say Janet gonna be my second ex-wife, so I had the biggest crush on Janet. But I think the show is a better show. Like, so if I want to see like all the show stuff, because I like all of the big lights and camera and action, I think she's gonna do that. Mary J. Blige for singability. I think she's taking that one. She's gonna give you a singable concert, So,
all right.
Yeah,
Janet Jackson is all visuals. Okay,
yeah, so. And that's part of the show, though. Like it depends on what kind of show you want to go to. At the end of the day, you want a show you can sing along to, or do you want a show that you can,
And what guy don't? When Janet said, "Listen, audience, can you come up here with me?" Wouldn't man, audience ain't saying me, pick me.
I would go see Janet Jackson.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking that Janet's getting that.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question, Zeke. WWE, we got to go, y'all. But WWE or WCW?
Neither.
Trash, both. Greatest basketball player of all time. Rich, go.
John Sally.
John Sally.
John Sally and Robert Ory.
Sean Holmes.
Sean Holmes. There you go.
Who you say, Rich?
I'm still a little messed up about something that was said earlier in the show, and I'm still trying to recover.
What's he said?
Your lock star said that Jasmine Sullivan is overrated. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to recover from that part. But if you want to talk about basketball.
Well, no. Let me narrow that basketball down. LeBron or Kobe?
Rich gonna say Kobe. Me is Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, Rich. I knew Rich was gonna say Kobe. Rich was the biggest Kobe fan.
Kobe Bryant.
Most underrated NBA player.
Rashawn Holmes.
You think so? Oh, your brother? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say, yeah. I thought Iverson was underrated.
Who?
I thought Iverson was slightly underrated.
Underrated?
People didn't give. I mean, they respected him and loved him, but people, was asleep.
What? You think Iverson was underrated?
Some people did. People will tell you that.
He had the league on lock. I think that I think that the league, and Rich, maybe you can speak to this one.
Because Sullivan is regular.
They didn't like all of the tattoos. They ain't like all that stuff. Like, he brought that element. I don't think they liked all of that. So I think they tried to hold him back from a lot of stuff. But underrated? Nah, I don't know about that one. We all knew he was when he crossed up Jordan, we all knew that that nigga.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
And I was in like junior high when that happened, or like a freshman in high school or something. It was like 8th grade or 9th grade. And we was like, I remember the day after that, we was like, dang, y'all see AI cross up Jordan. Because, Jordan was Jordan. I mean,
yeah, you wasn't messing with
Jordan.
Yeah, I remember
AI
that.
Crossed him up. That was it. He's the greatest NBA player of all time. That's
this has been an amazing show.
Stamped him.
And Jamaica Lachey, I do understand that you think Jasmine is overrated. She's great, but we've all heard great before.
No, that
Brandy can outsing Jasmine Sullivan with her eyes closed.
No, she can't.
With one vocal cord cut, she can outsing Jasmine.
Brandy came to her to help her learn how to run.
But Brandy was out first. Jasmine said herself. Wait, Jasmine
to her to ask her, how do you run up?
Oh, she may have asked her that. But Jasmine Sullivan, quote, I'll study Brandy to get who I am.
Everybody say that, E. You give knowledge to people. That's what you're supposed to do in the public.
No,
the word overrated, I ain't saying she better than that. It's the word overrated is my thing. I think
it was overrated.
Actually, but I see the question here. She's an amazing singer, but does she sing or just rely on runs?
Go. Good point, Jamie. Like Aaliyah was overrated.
Aaliyah was definitely overrated. She was just Aaliyah was overrated. Aaliyah was overrated. Aaliyah wasn't a great singer. She wasn't a great singer at all. We all knew that. Yeah.
She wasn't like.
She was a good performer. She was a good dancer, a good singer. I think she was a good actress. I think she was. I think she was a good
overrated.
singer. I think she was a good singer, but I mean, if I put her up against if they did a "We Are the World" type song that had Aaliyah, and let's put it this way, if it was Brandy and Aaliyah instead of Brandy and Monica, like that song wouldn't have hit. Like, other than a great marketing,
it wouldn't have hit. The whole
other than
energy
a
would
great
have down on
marketing
Aaliyah's verse.
Yeah.
Just like if you go in male groups, we had this argument. No, we got to go. As I was talking to one of my friends just a couple of days ago, he said, "Who would you put vocally, Boyz II Men or Jodeci?" I'm like, Boyz II Men vocally would kill Jodeci all day.
Yeah,
Jodeci
all day.
is just like Jagged Edge; they hit the same chord in every song.
Not Rich done went into the chat.
Rich left the show.
You know, went off the screen into the chat. Boyz II Men, nah. Boyz II Men is taking that one. Boyz II Men, yeah, they're taking that
He
one.
said, "I'm gonna chill in here out today." Rich, so I guess you got to do the closeouts. See, Rich done quit.
Y'all said she's overrated, Aaliyah. I ain't say vocally.
Aaliyah was overrated.
They're talking about vocally.
Yeah,
Aaliyah
we was talking vocals, right? Yeah, we was talking vocals. Yeah.
Vocally, yes.
As an
Overrated.
artist, Aaliyah was dope. Like
She couldn't sing all that well. Aaliyah could not sing all that well. Let's be honest.
Neither can Rihanna, but we enjoy her.
Rihanna looks good.
Aaliyah
So did
does.
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah doesn't.
Rihanna not a great singer. What?
Rihanna ain't no great singer either.
She's a pop star.
She's just an island chick.
So when y'all say somebody's let me get an understanding of what
I think it's because we was talking vocals.
We talking vocal skill.
They was talking vocal skills.
Okay,
they was
cool.
saying, that's why
So y'all-
Jamaica posed the question: is she like just singing? Like, if you had to just stand that flat foot, just hold a note and not do all of that stuff like
With
that.
you.
Like,
That's what he
so I
doing.
compare people. Like, one of my people that I put like for male singers, for instance, my standard, one of my gold standards is Daryl Coley, and that's across all genres: R&B, hip hop, gospel. Like Daryl Coley, because to me, he's gonna have clean runs both ways. And he could just hold out notes. His breathing technique was amazing. He actually was a heck of a keyboard player. I just learned that he played actually. That's how he actually started. So he was that guy. So like to me, it's like that's the standard. So if you can do like kind of some of everything, you got some singers who completely rely on just runs. It's just like everything, every other note. Like when I listen to certain singers and now, so Eric, I won't get you in trouble. I know you off screen with a different thing, but I ain't gonna get you in trouble. But one of the singers that we've named, I won't say a name. I'm gonna just say one of the singers that we've named, I've never just heard and Flatfoot just sing. I think she's one of the greatest singers of all time. All time, one of the golden standards. But if I had to compare her against just sing a song, to just sing it, to just simply sing it, I'm not giving her the mix over Celine Dion. I'll let y'all decide which singer I'm talking about when I said that. But
let the Lord use you, brother.
Wait, say that part again. Say that last part again.
I said, so if I had to just like in comparison, like take somebody and just ask them to sing straight notes, just straight across just sing this note, hold this note, change your timbre, do this over here, all of that stuff like that. One of the greatest singers of all time. Somebody we've mentioned. I'm not going to say her name again. Y'all can type it if you want to, but if you know who I'm talking about. But we already mentioned her just recently. Ooh. So her, like, I don't think that she's gonna stand flat foot and sing better than if I had to do certain things.
Kim Burrell.
Better than I was trying not to say it.
There you go. Like, just say the name, man. Kim Burrell.
I didn't want you to get in trouble. I was trying to help you out.
No.
All these people.
Kim is still cool. I'm saying I get what you're saying. People, Kim
Burrell,
like
certain things, like people can flip their voices and do some stuff. Some people don't do all that. They just got a few tricks in their bag, and it's all good. You know.
Now Kim Burrell does amazing stuff vocally.
Yeah, again, she one of the best of all time.
Phenomenon vocal, but
I the greatest all time. But she got her bag. She got her niche. She's got her niche.
Shake his head over Jasmine Sullivan.
I'm always gonna shake my head over Jasmine Sullivan. That doesn't make sense to me at all. But as far as Kim Burrell, I got a chance to see her at a like storefront type church, if you will, and she sang and just sang.
Oh, she can sing. I agree.
Oh, you can actually just sing without.
Yeah, you can sing. Have you ever seen her play and sing? She
played, she sang, she left like an after church workshop type setting. Everybody was just chilling in Bellwood, and she did her thing. And I was like, after that moment, I had the same thought. All she do is run. After that, it changed how I thought about her as a singer.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying she can't sing.
Now,
I'm saying
go out there live and perform. People expect that, so that's why she does it. But when you sit back, like oh my goodness,
I'm laughing still.
Voices, I get it.
I still see you disappointed about the Jasmine Sullivan.
I'm going to always be disappointed.
Okay, you might have to find another manager.
Here go right here. I'm about to throw y'all.
Jamaica needs another manager, people.
Who's it gonna be right here? Who's it gonna be? Now y'all got to. You can't say, "Well, I can see that." Or you got to just quick answer this one.
Oh, go ahead.
Jasmine or Kim?
Jasmine Sullivan for me.
Over Kim Burrell?
I like and love Jasmine Sullivan. Now we talking about performing. We just talking about sitting up.
No. Who is the better singer, the better vocalist, Jasmine or Kim?
When we first started, it all started with talent and performing. Now
no. This question right here is all about who's the better vocalist, Jasmine or Kim. That's my question. Better vocalist, Jasmine or Kim?
Kim.
They're very similar to each other. Very similar timbres, clean runs.
Let's look at who like Jazz Sullivan was vocal trained by some of the best. Kim Burrell was vocal trained by, you got Daryl Coley, you got Stevie Wonder mentored her vocally. And you're right about, you mentioned Daryl Coley earlier. Don't forget Tone too is one of the best singers of all time.
Tone is the best of all time to me.
Greatest of all time.
Yeah, we have to just
But Kim Burrell
here. He's on a shelf over here. He's not even worthy of this conversation. He's on a shelf over there. Like
Jasmine.
We talk about the most underrated singers of all time. The most, and Rich will testify to this because I've been saying this 25 years, that Tone is literally, in my opinion, the greatest performer all time. I think Tone is the greatest of all time. I think that you could put Tone against Michael Jackson, Prince, Chris Brown, Usher, like R. Kelly. You put him against any of them people, and I swear to you, he is killing that show every time. The range, the cleanliness, the talent. He'll play any instrument on that stage and do the same stuff singing while he's doing it. He gonna out dance all of them. He gonna do all of that. The only problem Tone had was Tone went gospel first. That's the
Let
only
me ask you a
problem
question,
Tone had.
Zeke and Rich, before we go, because I got to get up out of here.
Same.
My question for you all is this: do we consider, let's use Kim Burrell, because I just saw Rita's comment that Kim is overrated. Do we consider Kim overrated when those that we listen to say she's the GOAT? Do you still consider that person overrated when the singers like Jasmine and them say, "Oh, Kim is the greatest of all time"? So the singers that you like look at her and say, "She is it. She's our goal." Is she still overrated?
But I got background singers that your favorite known artists think are the GOATs that can sing.
Oh, no, I agree with that, but I'm just asking a question.
That's for me, like, singing is just, there's one vocal I think is one of the greatest vocals of all time.
Ooh.
She's from here in Chicago, Icelina Elliott, if you ask me. And I
Icelina's
think she's
GOAT.
probably top 3, probably my favorite of all time if I put it in there. And those people that we admire all come to her to act and all come from people in the background that do things like that. And so it's kind of hard to kind of choose. You know what I mean? I just think it's based on what you like.
Personal taste.
Like Isa today is. I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off, Doc. Go ahead, my bad, bro. No, I was gonna say Isa to me today is what Melody Daniels, for instance, was back in the day.
Yeah,
where the background, because every background singer, and I'm gonna throw this out there, I think every background singer that's singing behind your favorite artist will out-sing your favorite artist every time. But there's a piece of a talent that goes into your favorite artist that sometimes the background singers don't have, and that's the magic. That's that magic I'm talking about. That's that energy you bring to the stage. I don't care how bad we say Mary J. Blige is as a singer. When she take that stage, the crowd is going wild.
It's like,
and it ain't just because she got hits. It's because it's something about her personality, her aura. It's something about that connects with people. So whether you sing good, I'll give you some really bad singers, for instance, who will definitely like still fill up arenas, like Billy Joel. Like Billy Joel ain't that great of a singer, but he gonna fill up an arena. Why? Because he feel it. Sting ain't a great singer. I don't want to take that back, but he gonna do it. The boss, he gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? So that's a piece of talent we don't think about as a talent, but there's a skill and a talent that goes into like pulling an audience in, making them connect with you. And a lot of background singers just simply don't have that talent. They just simply don't have that where they can just stand there and just pull an audience in. There's something that's to be said about that. So a lot of times, some of the best praise and worship services I've been in, I kid you not, was with the worst singers I've ever heard. Because something about them connected with the audience and made them feel like they could sing along. Some of the worst praise and worship services I've ever been in were with some of the best singers I've ever heard in my life. But it became a more performative situation as opposed to pulling me in. And so, like, it's the same thing across all genres. I mean, the ones who can pull you in are the ones who, That's why I'm going to see a Kanye show over an Eminem show. Because you're going to be able to rap along with Kanye. Eminem, you're not rapping along with him per se. You might enjoy the lyricism and all that kind of stuff. But Kanye, you rapping every line with him. You own every, you know what I'm saying? There's a magic to that. There's just a magic to that. There's a genius to that. And I think that as artists, that's the thing that we don't spend enough time developing. They used to do that with labels. They used to spend time like with artist development, and that was one of the main things they was developing. They didn't care if you were singing that good or not. I mean, they gave you vocal coaches and stuff because they needed you to sing it right, but they was working on your stage performance, how you pull an audience in, your personality, the way you do interviews, all that kind of stuff. And that's where Michael Jackson beats Chris Brown. That's where Michael Jackson even beats Prince. That's why he had that magic that when he came on the stage, people was fainting and passing out and doing all. There's a magic that's there, and that's the piece that people like buy into. That's what people buy into. So that's why unfortunately for Kim, like for those of us who are artists and vocalists and all that and musicians, we look at Kim and we be like, yo, she is the best of the best of the best, but put her in an arena, and it's hard to do so. Yolanda Adams, on the other hand, she's regularly done arenas. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Fred has a magic that people just connect with. They just connect with. I know a lot of people that say Fred is don't get me mad, but it's people that say that, like, well, Fred, I would take such and such over Fred's voice and da. But I bet you when Fred take the stage, people gonna connect with it. And by the way, Fred is a hell of a singer. I don't know if y'all ever just had a chance to hear him singing a falsetto for a minute when it's a quiet moment, but the room is going to be turned out. Like, Fred was singing.
I was really surprised to sing. I don't know why I was surprised, but Dietrich Haddon, man, can sing his face off, man, when it's time to sing at times, especially when he's performing. That Negro can sing. I was like, yo, I didn't know you had all this, bro.
Bro, listen, Dietrich is right now, given his age, so Dietrich is 51 or 52 now.
51.
Given because he got 10 years on me. So Dietrich is like at 51 years old. Like if I had to throw, and I'm not saying this because it's Dietrich. I'm not saying this just because it's Dietrich. I'm not saying this just because it's Dietrich, y'all. So disclaimer, yes, Dietrich gave me great opportunities, gave me his choir, all of that. So I'm not saying this just because it's Dietrich. I'm saying this because it's true. That Negro can flat out perform. I ain't like at 51 years old, this dude is smashing it. When I was just with him back a couple years ago on stage, like I've had a couple times on stage with Dietrich where I literally looked over him and I was like, this nigga is killing. Like I remember he was sick as a dog. We were at St. Sabina. This is my second time on stage with Dietrich. We were at St. Sabina for a Christmas show. And he was sick as a dog. I remember like being upstairs with him. It was me, him, and Guy in the room. And he was sick that day. He was sick for real. Like, and he came out, he was singing He's Able, which of course is one of my all-time favorite songs across all genres. He was singing that song. And it was just a moment where it just caught me off guard. And I looked over at him. I knew he was losing hair. I looked over and I called him and I was like, oh, this mug is like, he in there. Like he is like, I mean, just I'm not just saying that because it's Dietrich. I'm saying that because I think that's just true. Yeah. So I'm honored to have been working with Dietrich because of that, I'm honored to have had the opportunity to be in his presence and his space and to learn from him and all that kind of stuff. I'm honored for that because that's true. Like I'm not saying it because I worked with him. I'm saying it because he's just that dude, man.
Yeah, just being a fan looking on, I was just like, oh, okay, I always heard Dietrich Haddon. He got some good stuff. Anybody got that Holy Ghost power? It was cool, but then to see him live without necessarily track, just with a band and him singing and with the crowd and his energy, and I was like, this dude cold. I had no idea. So if you haven't seen Dietrich in concert, check him out this summer. I'm sure he's coming soon somewhere to you.
Yeah, he'll be here. He'll be in Chicago in October on that tour that Fred is doing, the Legends tour.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. He'll be on that tour. So
yeah,
sure. He's supposed to be well, I can't announce that one. I can't say that. So yeah, I can't say that one. But you know what I'm talking about though. So he is supposed to be we just gotta resort through that because of the Legends tour. So yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. Well, we lost Eric, y'all. He done kicked the conversation off, then kicked himself off some kind of way.
What he does.
He just gave us 3 closes and then left.
Yeah, he starts the stuff and lets us step in it. Come on, E. That's how you doing this today.
Exactly.
For all my people who think is overrated, I still love you. God has to shine upon you. It's okay. Let your light continue to shine. My God, you just got to get a definition of what overrated is. That's all I need. And then I can be like, okay, cool, I get it. My God.
Yeah. Well, we've heard everybody's opinions. I'm going to screenshot all of those and use them against you guys when y'all say something. If y'all don't show up tonight to hear the voices, I am going to. Y'all don't show up tonight. If y'all don't show up tonight to hear the voices, everybody that's a lock star, if you don't show up to this tonight, then I'm going to screenshot your comment about everything y'all said about Jasmine Sullivan and all them people, and I'm going to send it to them. That's coercion. That's what you call coercion. There you go.
Yeah, we're going to put it on the screen today and pray for y'all freedom. Pray for y'all deliverance.
Man, let's get up out of here. Speaking of that show tonight, I got to get ready to go to that. It's a show. It's a vibe. It's a whole thing. So I got to get ready to go to that and get showered and find what I'm aware and all that kind of good stuff. Let's get ready to do our round table right here. Oh, this is, how you getting the car so quick? How you getting the car so quick?
Today.
What the actual hell?
Y'all getting Zeke Live extra. We ain't here tomorrow. We here tomorrow?
No, we not here tomorrow. No.
Y'all getting a little extra today.
I'm sleep tomorrow. I'm sleep or I'm at the beach. One or the other. I need it. I feel it in my body. I need it. I need it.
Yeah, we off tomorrow. Tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we off tomorrow. No more. Yeah. Oh, I ain't gonna say no more, but you know, we'll be back Monday. We'll be there tonight. Come tonight. We're gonna be there tonight at 114th and Vincennes. So come on out tonight. We'll be there, and it's a chance for us to come together as lock stars. And like, I definitely want to see y'all. So let's round table out of here. Enlighten one. Let's get you in there real quick. What's your round table?
Thank y'all for joining us today, for tuning in today. It was a good show. We talked about a lot of interesting stuff today. We talked about the music business. We talked about life. We off tomorrow, so don't do me. Come in tomorrow. You come by yourself. We're not going to be here tomorrow, but we will see you guys on Monday. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Happy 4th of July. 4th of July.
Yeah, 4th of July. Yeah, it ain't our Freedom Day, but you know, it's their Freedom Day.
Colonizer Day.
Right, happy Colonizer Day. Happy Colonizer Takeover Day. That's what it is. It's when the colonizers officially took over the North American continent. Happy Colonizers Official Takeover Day. Doc, what you got for the people? You got anything for the people? Shine, baby, shine. Yeah.
I'm so excited about today or this month. It's Freedom Month. Hey, after we celebrate freedom in America, we're going to celebrate freedom in the world. But I want you to celebrate freedom in your life. If there's something that's keeping you down, find ways, find strategies, find community, find help to help you get past whatever it is that you're going through to get that freedom that you need. Remember who the Son sets free, or who the Son makes free is free indeed. Hey, like I always say, life is choice driven. You will live and die by the choices you choose to make. I got a hint for you for the rest of this weekend. Choose life. God, thank you for us coming together to be able to be a community of believers, like-minded faith saints and ain'ts. Everybody coming together to discuss, to have fun, to enjoy one another, to find tips and ways and strategies to get better in our life as we all are going through this journey. God, continue to light our path. Continue to direct us to where we're supposed to go. Keep us safe. You know, we in Chicago, Indianapolis, and wherever we are, there's going to be trials and things that try to come up to keep us down, people that's going to do negative things. God, we asking you to give us strength, to keep us safe, to keep our heads strong, to not let us flip off and go off on family members and friends and everybody that even may be getting on our nerves right now, God. You know who we are. You know we ain't trying to do that no more, God. So continue to light our path to make great choices and great decisions, even on this weekend. I bind the enemy on every hand and declare the devil is defeated. He's under our feet, and nothing that he tries to do can hurt, harm, or endanger your life. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Have a great weekend, y'all.
Amen. Yes, and thank you for remembering to pray that for the safety in this city, because y'all know, and whatever city you're in, we got folks from Houston, we got folks in Connecticut, we got folks in Reno and Vegas and Atlanta listening today. We got folks in California. Yeah, and y'all know how it is in our communities. The sad part about that is that all our communities got the same freaking issue when this time of year comes along. Gun violence and all that other kind of stuff like that. So we're praying for all our communities, y'all. Y'all know how it is, man. So thank you for that, Doc. Thank you. Thank you so much. We out of here. We not here tomorrow. But we are here on Monday. So we'll see y'all tonight. Tonight, man, I'm saying one more time. We are in here, Healing Voices. Y'all come on with us. Cause I really want to see y'all. I really do want to see y'all. It's gonna be good. Look at Jamaica talking about, I'm gonna go listen to some Jasmine Sullivan.
Petty. Why you gotta be petty? Huh?
She did say that she was not a bad artist. She just said it might be a little overhyped. That's all. I get it.
Yes, I felt her standing on that. She said Jazz is
I
overrated.
said what I said. She's good, but she's overrated.
She put a weight on it. I said, oh, Lord, well, we just got to pray now. We just going to pray. I still love you. It's all good.
Well, Miss Ursula Ellis said amen. So that must mean that, that the prayer went to heaven. So we believe that. So tonight, y'all, come on out. We'll send some more prayers to heaven. I was looking for the comment from Mama. She said that we had a good show, but I can't find it no more. But I just know it was there. So I'll stand on that. Oh, there it is. Fun topic and good show. So we know that we can move on, go home to work. In my case, I'm not going home, but I'm already home. I'm leaving, going elsewhere. So I know we can do that because she said a good show. So there it is. Y'all, I love y'all so much. And I'll see y'all tonight. Come on, check us out. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to vibe together. Other than that, y'all be safe on the 4th. Peace out.